What's good with it? What's hood with it? You already know what it is. What's the deal over here? We keep it reckless and real. How you feel? You feel me? Sunday cookout, cook out, look out, look out. Keep it 100. You get took out, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the bro in the building for sure, man. The co-host that do the most. Go ahead and
Hey,
shout yourself out, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Peter up, East Oakland, new webcam, feeling myself looking real clear. You feel me? I can see myself precisely now. You feel me? We in 4K, man. We got my boy showing up late, but that's what we do out there, man. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna ride on him off screen. We gonna ride on him on screen. We real anal about we ain't on time, man. You feel me? No, but you already know, man. Sunday cookout, man. That's what we do, man.
Man, pleasure, man. Listen, y'all already know it's show 5200 from the Viral Way podcast, man. You already know what's happening with it. I'm very anal about time. My apologies again. Hey, I wasn't on business time. I was on CP time. So from East Oakland to LA, you know what's happening with it, baby.
You already know we know
East
what
side
that
to the
is.
east side.
You
Yup.
know we know what that is, man. East to east, man. East
East to
side,
east.
man. You already
Listen,
know,
if you
man.
take 1230, listen, you say 1230, look, it's a good thing I was here before one. So that's a good thing. That's a win is a win.
I'm
You
top
feel me? A
notch.
dub is a dub. We'll take it how they
Mm,
come. You know what I'm saying? So,
that part.
hey, to let everybody know, we got the menu already rolled up, man. We got the appetizers. We got a couple of extra appetizers to get y'all full off of before we dive into the main courses, man. So, hey, we just gonna go ahead and run it up with the first one, man. You know what I'm saying? First one of the day, Steph versus AI, bro. You feel me? Hey, I posted if y'all don't know. I posted this on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I posted this on my Instagram with a video from Gil's Arena where they was chopping it up about it, having a debate about Steph versus AI. You know what I'm saying? And bruh, I got a lot of reactions off of that, a lot of comments. You feel me? My co-host got a different view and opinion, so we gonna let him deep dive into that. Now, me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all already know what it is, but as always, we gonna let the guests roll it off, lead it off, man. So, show, give me your opinion, Steph versus AI. How you feeling? What's the scoop?
So when we think about Steph versus AI, from my perspective, and I'm gonna give where credit is due. Both of them are game changing. Both of them are history makers, and both of them are cemented in the Hall of Fame. I know Steph is still actively playing, but we can just write him in. They're both they both brought something to the game that the NBA needed. Um, AI brought basically the urban side of it. You know what I'm saying? He brought the crossover, the braids, the tattoos. Pretty much a lot of people is emulating his style. Steph, Steph made it possible where if you're not physically dominant in the basketball aspect, you can be by shooting from behind the half court line. You dig what I'm saying? Steph
Right.
made anybody that didn't meet the measurables measurable as far as long as you can shoot. Now, what Steph did towards the NBA, now he has now watered down it because so many people wants to be like him. There's no more attacking the basket and things like that. But again, that's not his fault because he brought his style of gameplay. Again, he wasn't recruited. He was went to Davidson, if I'm not mistaken, and then he got drafted late. They didn't even believe in him. I remember it was a time where I think it was Sean Elliott or it was a time at the where Golden State was trying to see who they would build around, and it took them at the last second to realize what they have with Steph. But if I had to pick one on one side, I'm gonna go with Steph due to the fact that as a Laker fan, I will still take that disrespect when Iverson crossed over Tyronn Lue in Game One and walked over him. That still hurt my soul till this day. That still hurt my soul till this day. AI. Don't get me wrong. I love it because at that time the Lakers were sweeping everybody. I don't know if y'all remember that during that whole playoff run,
Yeah.
we were sweeping
Facts.
everybody. He was the only one. AI was the only one to stop us from going like the perfect like 16-0, whatever the
15 and
record
0.
was.
Yup. We end up
Yeah,
going
he
15 and
But,
1.
but
we ended up going
ultimately,
15.
y'all still won that series though. That was
We
really just
did.
because remember Lou they was trying to call him the AI stopper. Remember,
Stop.
like the
Sure
Kobe
did.
stopper, Ruben Patterson. But in
Hmm.
reality, it was like one games where they probably shot bad and the nigga D some shit up. So even when AI stepping over, that was more of like a moment like, nigga, y'all think this nigga really can stop me? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
I'm a look. You already know I'm a homer. I'm from East
I
Oakland,
already
man.
know. I already know what you were
Look,
about to
look.
say, though,
No,
because you
no,
was on
no.
the
Look.
post going ham about it. Like, hold on,
Uh-uh.
bro.
No, look. For one thing, shout out to everybody tapped in on that post that accidentally went viral. You see, I don't really say much because I be trying not to really get in the comments because this is how I look at it. As the resident OG, right? I know the game. The game, you got to look at it like this. Could AI go play in Steph era, which is this era, Of course he could, because it ain't no hand checks.
For sure.
He would probably develop a 3-point shot better, even though we know AI was streaky when he went to zone like Kobe. It didn't matter where he shot from. When niggas be in the zone, the greatest players, it don't matter where you at. They're in the zone, you can't stop them, right?
Right.
But in this era of, for lack of a better term, lackadaisical defense or rules that apply more to offense, AI will have a field day. He probably average 35, right? If you put Steph in AI's generation, what would Steph do? As an elite shooter, a man that can shoot from anywhere and make it, you would have to adjust to that. So I feel like Steph could survive. The only difference is that back then you really could send headhunters at players to be like, hey, you got 6 fouls, use all of them and use them to the point to where we don't want him even on the court, right?
Right.
And the guy you was talking about too was Monte Ellis.
Monte Ellis,
Monte Ellis versus Steph. Monte was a great scorer. He was a horrible teammate. He didn't play no D, and he was a team cancer. Him and Steven Jackson was the thugs on the team, right? So yeah, people was saying keep Monte because Monte was getting you 30, but we was losers. He wasn't playing no D.
Hey, don't forget about Antoine Jameson though.
Antoine Jameson was trash. We should.
I'm talking about as far as him being that thug. You feel me? And you had Jason Richardson.
We should. Jason was raw. Baron Davis was raw. That was the We Believe era when we was an 8 seed and beat Dallas, right?
Yeah.
But Antoine James, we should have got Vince. We should have got Vince Carter. We got Antoine James. He was the scoring champion. I think it's some shit like that in NCAA. But so my main point is this: I feel like both players can play in their eras, respectively, right? I feel like that. Also, one more thing: innovation. AI. When it came to the cornrows, the tattoos, he was our first real true life thug in the NBA that didn't wear a suit, that gave us a different look, and it resonated with those of us that's in blue shiesty masks. You feel me? Those of us that's really from, somewhere, right? Those of us that really fuck with it, he was our first hero. You feel me? He had the first crossover that we didn't know if it was a carry. The league didn't know what the fuck to do with it. We didn't know what the fuck, right? So that AI made a statement. Steph, he got everybody shooting threes. He make you feel like when people shoot a forward with that from Steph range, so innovatively, I don't feel like you can really argue against either. I think really it's a preference. And people like to argue, well, Mike Tyson beat Muhammad Ali, right? You know what I'm saying? Who's the best MC? We always do the time capsule shit. You don't talk to the double OGs when it comes like Bill Russell. Who would Bill Russell be? Well, is Bill Russell really the best? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It depends on what generation you is. I'm going to go with Steph because to me, Steph is the heart and soul of a place where I'm from. He's not even from Oakland. He's not even from the Bay, but it's like he's honorary, right? I love AI. No diss, no none of that. But I'm going to have to rock with Steph.
Man, y'all already know who I'm going with. You feel me? I know I'm going with the answer. You know what I mean? Off the rip. And the reason why I say that is because I know both of them super innovative. Both of them changed the game, changed the lane for, players they saw us. You know what I mean? Because we know in AI's era, I'm not going to lie, you didn't really see a lot of 6'1" point guards getting drafted that high up on the board. You feel me? I think Steph was like one of the last ones, you know what I'm saying, that really got drafted a decent number as far as, on the lottery pick. But AI, when's the last player we seen AI's height, his size, that went number 1 overall? You know what I'm saying?
I think the last one we can maybe think of that was great, and I'm not going to compare the two, is maybe Chris Paul.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice little minute.
Don't sleep
he's a legend.
Chris Paul.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying as far as height, like body wise, that's it. That's the only reason I'm doing the comparison. That was the only
in AI's era, everything was about the big man. Everybody was still in the paint. Everybody was still playing low post. The center did center stuff. You didn't see the center taking threes like Wembanyama now. No. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see power forwards pulling up with a 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? Like you do now. You feel me? Back then, if you wasn't a point guard, a shooting guard, or a small forward, get in that post, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get your money in the paint. Get your money in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So, and with Steph, I say he did a lot of good things, but as far as bad things, the thing I don't like is
don't do it.
Steph made it to where you got everybody thinking they can shoot a 3, bro.
Everybody thought they could shit over. But when AI, when Rayford Austin, Skip Jamal, everybody thought they could do the behind the back. Everybody thought that too. You
Now,
forgot.
see, that's because that wasn't AI's fault, though. That
Oh
was
my
the
God.
N1 era. That was the N1 era's fault. Now, that had nothing to do with AI. That was N1, Hot Sauce, Escalade, the Professor, all of them.
AI
Half
tried
man,
to
half
bring that shit out
amazing.
in the game, and they called a carry. That one he did on the commercial, where he did the shit and spun around, did all that shit. Man, everybody was trying to do that shit.
I mean, that's fact, but where did AI get it from? He got that from the N1 mixtape. So I don't put that on AI. I'll put that on, you know what I'm saying, N1. That was totally on them. You feel me? But I mean, I will say, Steph changed the game as far as being small and still being able to play in the paint and not being scared to go for the layup. You know what I mean? When you getting double teamed. But I will say this. As far as going head up, mano y mano, man, we had a 1v5. 1v5. You feel me? We got this one brother literally cross over and we got double, triple team on
Yeah,
him.
he
He's
getting
still
there.
taking
No, he
layups. He's
getting there.
still rolling it off the backboard. You
He
feel
getting
me?
there.
Now,
No, I agree with all that. No, I agree, Reck, that penetration wise, with no, like, he had a little three if he wanted to, right? But for sure, AI was unstoppable. And he had like Aaron McKee, like he had Eric Snow. He didn't really have no super team like that, and he did get there. So no,
right.
I don't
Matumbo was the
think
center. Yeah, Matumbo was the
That's
center.
all he had was Matumbo, the only
But
other Hall
I
of
don't think
Famer on
me
this
and Show.
squad.
No, I don't think me and Show is sitting here saying that AI is not a GOAT. I don't think that's what we're saying. I just think that we're saying that, for one thing, he ain't a champ. We could say he ain't a champ, right?
You know what it is? You know what he so one thing I will say this. He brought hope to the city of Philadelphia since Dr. J. Because let's just be real. At the time, the Eagles wasn't winning shit at that time. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
He was holding it down for what he did. Now, I will say this, because now that you kind of got me thinking, AI was one of those athletes where it wasn't no AAU basketball. He just didn't play basketball. He was a dog in football. A lot of people forget that he played quarterback. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of kids,
he was Michael Vick before it was Vick.
Come on. And what I'm trying to say is kids don't even do that now these days.
Right.
It's to the point now they already pick a sport by the age of 5, 6. You're already picking a lane. If you're in basketball, you're doing AAU all year long.
Right.
You don't even get a chance to play baseball, football, or something along those lines. Steph, his pops, Dale Curry was in the league. So I don't really think Steph was out there playing tackle football or anything like that.
Nah, he was already getting developed. Yeah, he was already getting developed. But
exactly.
Real quick, to piggyback what you said, remember, even though Steph was doing all this shit at Davidson, it was Davidson. He had an amazing tournament run. But remember, when he came in, he was not highly touted. The ankle injuries and shit, where they had to make the shoes and shit. Remember, he was injury prone his first couple of years. That's why the shit. And no scout said Steph is going to be Steph. Not one.
It's funny you said that, Dub, because they just had Steph Curry read off his scouting report as far as what they was saying about him before he came to the league. And they were saying small for stature, small in size, not a good ball handler. You know what I'm saying? Suspect from 3. You know what I'm saying? To where a lot of scouts had more negative to say about Steph than positive. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, the reason why I say take AI over Steph is because if we take AI from either era, he's still AI. We take Steph and we put him back then where you'll catch one of them coming to that lane. Steph might not want to eat up no elbows to the rib cage. You
Steph
feel
ain't
me?
never been no punk though. I think that you don't realize all the shit Steph go through on the court and how much he move around. He like a Ray Allen. He like a Rip Hamilton.
But I remember.
But that shit is wear and tear. You know how many miles he run on the court? Steph is a dog. I think even defensively, I think people, because he's so much of a silky shooter, I think people sleep on everything he does on the court.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead. Only reason why I say I agree is because you can compare. I'm not saying they are, but you can compare Steph to Reggie Miller at that time. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was the vocal point of this team. He was more of a shooter. You dig what I'm saying? And I think Steph at that point, I'm not saying he could have ran the team to a championship back in the 90s, but he could have been a vocal point. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. If he would have had like a strong teammate or something like that, I think he could have went on a run in the 90s.
Like
but
Reggie.
I do.
And see, Reggie. And what Show just said is the reason why I give AI, that nod, over I do Steph, because we take Steph and put him on the 76ers. Is he going to the finals to face Kobe and Shaq? I don't think so, bro.
Why?
I don't think so.
Well, why
You
not?
feel me?
Why not?
Because in that era, remember, I didn't need no off-ball screens from 3 different players to get the right person in position. And you know what I'm saying?
But that's because AI wasn't a three-point shooter. See, like you got to understand, if you ever play organized ball, that play happens for a reason. But don't think that AI wasn't getting screens and picks. AI sometimes would just say, fuck all y'all, clear it out, I'm a rock. Right?
That's what I'm saying. He going directly. He coming straight at you. Steph, he got to, you know what I'm saying? He going to come at you, but he need these screens. He need the right person to play the ball on.
He need that is coaching, bro. Look, if you a coach, you're going to maximize your players. As a coach, if you know, I'm trying to get, all he need is a little bit of daylight. If I send a stagger screen, why wouldn't you? AI, you know, AI used to get into it with Coach Larry Brown a lot. You know
they didn't even like each other.
No, but you know why? Because he will go off script. So let's say AI stayed on script. Larry Brown is a legendary coach. Maybe they would have won a championship. AI a lot of times used to be in his own head, proving shit to itself, going one-on-one. I think that you, as all of us, as NBA connoisseurs, right? If you understood that if you buy into a system, sometimes that's the difference between you winning and losing.
Right. No, I understand that, Doug. I understand that. My thought process is this. We swapped them players out on them teams. I don't think the 76ers with Steph, you know what I'm saying, leading that team is going to the finals to face Kobe and Shaq. But I know AI still gonna get them 3 to 4 rings. You put him on the team with KD, Draymond, and all of them. He's still gonna get them 3 or 4 rings.
Wait. We're not gonna count the one with KD. Let's let that. I'm more so thinking the original Clay.
Just Clay, Draymond, and Steph only. Right.
We're not gonna do the Durant.
We count them though. We count them. We count them.
We gonna count them, but that's more of the inflated. That's more of the inflated Golden State team. I'm more so thinking about that. But let me ask you this: now we're talking about team chemistry. Now we're going to talk about the intangibles, the stuff you can't see. With AI and Draymond bump heads, you dig what I'm saying? Because they both are kind of the Now let's talk about team chemistry. How would him and Steph Curry would come along after they fired the black coach Jackson? Remember, because they fired Jackson prior to them winning the championship. And when they won the championship, I'll never forget, Steph and Clay all of them went to go hug Mark Jackson on the table, like, man, you know, we still love you, coach. Wooty woo woo woo. Because there was a controversy then. So we don't know that AI chemistry would have transferred over to Golden State. That's all I'm saying. Because Steph is more of a team player. He doesn't have a big ego.
He bought in. He
bought into the system.
Steph buys in, and AI love him, but AI was not a buyer-inner. With him and Steve Kerr. What they had meshed. If Steve Kerr was like, look, bro, don't trip. You ain't going to touch the ball. We're going to come on, just do this. Hey, I would have been like, nigga, what? I don't need none of that. Let me just go. And that's cool, but it didn't equal the championship.
Hey, Pete, one more thing,
I'm not saying you're wrong. Go ahead. No,
I was going to say, him being in Oakland, too, at that time, in the early, come on, bro. AI would have been out there wilding out. He would have been out there wilding out.
Like Steven Jackson, Steven Jackson and Monte Ellis was the look. I don't even know if y'all remember Jamarcus Russell. We turned Jamarcus Russell out.
Yeah, from Oakland, from the Raiders,
in any sport, Jamarcus Russell. I'm talking about one of the elite physical talents of this generation. Oakland whooped his ass, got him on lean and everything. He took the $60 million and spent it with us.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I feel that. And you know what, Doug? That's a great segue. I'm glad you brought that up. That is a great segue. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got 2 for Steph. You know what I'm saying? 1 for AI, but, you know, it's still love. You feel me? It's just a healthy debate. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We know how brothers get when it comes to sports, bro. I done seen some fisticuffs pop off because a brother like, man, Kobe over Jordan over Kobe. Hey, bro, calm down, killers. It's okay. Calm down. You feel me?
Your weak-ass Seahawks win that championship. You ain't got off your little perch on that weak ass, garbage ass. Go ahead, my bad. Sorry about I had a flashback. My bad, bro. Sorry about that.
Ain't nothing changed but the fucking day in a year. Ain't nothing changed. You feel? Hey, ask Viral about this helmet, bro. He was hot. Bro, I had. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, show. I'm not gonna lie, show.
Bar was higher than fish grease that day. We was
bro, he was steaming.
That's the weakest Super Bowl we can remember. Listen, if we could we gonna make that a topic next. What's the weakest Super Bowl? Top 5. Seahawks is in there.
I'm gonna
Man,
say
stop
Seahawks.
playing.
No,
Stop
Seahawks.
playing.
When Seahawks played Denver, that was a weak ass Super Bowl. When Peyton Manning was in there,
Oh
that
yeah,
Super
yeah,
Bowl was
yeah.
ass. That Super Bowl
Bro,
was ass.
why is that weak? Because we ran over them niggas,
Of course, yes.
steamrolled them, served
No,
them bros
listen,
up.
you're a fan of the Seahawks. As an NFL fan, if my team is not in it, I want a competitive game. I'm
Right.
gonna keep it real with you. I want a competitive game.
Yeah. And if
Respect
it's
that.
your team, you just want to win.
If it's your team, you want to win. But if you're again, only 2 teams can make it. Let's just be
Right.
real. It's 32 teams. The 30 of us is gonna be sitting there like, well, we just hope for an entertaining game.
Yeah, I just want to eat, watch the commercials. You feel me? Have a good time.
Come
See a good
on.
halftime
I
show.
mean, but it was a good game because up until halftime, it was only what Seahawks only had 13. You feel me?
Yeah, it was only
It was
like
like 13-9.
it
You
was
know
like
what I'm
60.
saying?
It was like 60 total yards of offense between both teams. Yeah.
Regular.
Exactly.
It was a good first half. You know what I'm
Regular.
saying? But just like I told Viral, defense wins championships. He didn't want to listen. You feel me? So when I seen, hey, y'all go peep out Viral Way Podcast episode 226, man. When I
Shout out to
seen
Viral Way.
you, Rod, you know what I'm saying? Viral Messiah and all y'all chopping it up about that. Show was like, yeah, you don't want to go live with Reckless. You don't want to go live with Reckless. You
Shout out
feel me?
to Viral Way,
Bro,
man. Shout out
I had to
Viral
go
Way, man.
back and get the clip from. I had to go and grab a clip from that. You feel me? From that
Hey,
live, I had to go and grab a clip. But you know, this is what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I understand we want a dope Super Bowl, but I just hate the disrespect that my team get. Even now, bro, we didn't win the Super Bowl and we still get disrespect.
No, it's because they're disrespectful in a down year for the NFL where it was 100 injuries. Nobody really cared about it. It's like it's almost like we was in a bubble in the NFL. It was
Bro,
almost like
we
a
went
bubble year.
14-3, Doug. We went 14-3.
It just seemed like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know what it was about the NFL last year. It just seemed like it wasn't it. It was like a good year for y'all to win because y'all like the lady league. Y'all like the low budget team of like the NFL. Like,
hey, Dub, I'm not gonna let you do. Listen, I'm not even a Seahawks fan. I'm to state it, to reiterate. I am a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan. Yeah, I know it's different, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna say the Super Bowl champs won in a bubble year or anything along those lines. Injuries is part of the game. Coaching is part of the game. Weather's a part of the game. Because let's just be real. When the AFC Championship game happened with Denver and the Patriots, we all know once the quarterback went down for Denver, that the opportunity left with him. But what I'm saying is injuries is a part of the game. Attrition is a goal. We shout out to Kobe, shout out to Brady, all the players that played for a long time. They kept LeBron James. We salute the healthy ones because we already know best availability is better than not being available at all. So I'm not going to say, they deserve it. They deserve the championship. But the thing about it is a division is tough. No. Let's just be real. Their division is tough. The only team in their division that's ass is the Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona should be better. I feel like they always should be better. But I understand what you're saying about the bubble because like I know in the bubble, like the Lakers championship in the bubble don't really count. We know that don't really count in the bubble.
I mean, we needed that though to keep up with Boston in the championship race. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna count everything. I'm gonna count everything. As a Laker fan, I'm gonna count it all.
Hey, because now on that attrition shit, if it wasn't for the bubble, Anthony Davis for sure would have got injured and would have had that MVP type playoff. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but remember, AD wanted to hit that game-winning shot and not LeBron.
He should. Hey, shout out that they was wearing them Kobe Black jerseys when he did that.
That nigga, Anthony Davis, hands down, that was like his Kentucky years. That was his best season, and he been getting signed since then. He is raw when he healthy. He one of the best. But that was that bubble year saved me. But I know you want to segue. I know you want to segue to the segue, Reck. Go ahead with the segue.
Now, you know what I'm saying? We had a, question added to the appetizer by the guest, you know what I'm saying, show. Hey, he said, what is y'all thoughts on the Myles Garrett trade? Hey, bro, ball in your court. I'm going to let you run the fast break.
All right, so I'm not going to lie. I'm disgusted by this trade, by my team being in the NFC because I felt like it may lead into those stereotypes of is sports rigged because you waited till after June. He reworked the contract. The Super Bowls go be at SoFi, which the Rams and the Chargers play. Okay. And on top of that as well, they've been talking about trading Myles Garrett for years.
Yes.
Years at a time. And both teams got a good trade for the most part, but we all know right now the Rams Super Bowl window is right now. They got no more than 2 years left. And I just felt like right there, they just help them. Again, it's still on paper, but as far as roster wise, Rams is up there. And I'm just kind of like thinking to my point, they only gave away a defensive end, which was Jared Verse, a first round draft pick, and then other later on draft picks down the line.
I like Jared Verse though. Jared Verse is a
but
big
Jared Verse
beast.
not, but Jared Verse ain't Myles Garrett.
He's not Myles Garrett
because now you have the MVP and the defensive player of the year from last season on the same team. How often will that even happen?
But you know, let me ask you something real quick. Do you feel like Jared Verse is at his ceiling right now?
No, he's still young. But my thing is this: that right now, if they're talking about Aaron Donald's coming out of retirement, and I'm not saying
is he?
Bro, I heard that too, bro. Yeah.
Okay, yes, bro. No, now I believe in this shit a little more now. Hold on, I didn't know that.
If you go to Aaron Donald's like Instagram, either Instagram or Twitter, but it's one or the other. He got hashtag ready. He's out there. I mean, he's always been in good shape, but they're talking about like
he's not that old either. He retired early.
Yeah, he's retired early. In his 30s.
Right.
So even if he has missed a step or two, if he demands a double team and then you double team Myles Garrett, that other end is going to have free work.
All he has to do. No, listen, bro. You know, Aaron Donald was a defensive tackle that reminded you of a defensive end. That's what made him special. Because like Warren Sapp and them interior dudes that get after the quarterback, you know, they don't be having sacks. That's why we love the Warren Sapp and Aaron Donald, because you can put him on the outside if you want to, but he got that girth and that strength like a defensive tackle. If he even if he gets 0 sacks, but he can still disrupt in the middle.
Oh yeah,
like Aaron Donald. That's all you need.
Those stats are called like hurries, pressures. Yeah, they may not equate as sacks, but that still affects the quarterback. Right. If you're making the quarterback nervous, that's all you're doing. Your job at the end of the day.
All that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All that, and all that, you give me a little nastiness where you fucked over an offensive line, hit a nigga late to where they thinking about it. All that is football to me.
Definitely.
All that shit is football.
And I'm looking forward to, because I love trench work. When I mean trench work, I'm talking about offensive line, defensive line. Trent Williams and Myles Garrett playing each other twice a year. Oh, I'm here for that. That's the battle of like Godzilla and King Kong going at it. You know what I'm saying? Two big behemoth of men. I'm looking forward to that type of work, because now this is the epitome of greatness. We always talk about Hall of Famers and people challenging at their position. You got a defensive end and an offensive tackle. They both are going to earn their monies when they play each other. Now, Reck, your team is in that division. I ask you this. Don't you feel like that kind of helps you guys? Because now you guys are no longer the hunted, even though you guys are Super Bowl champs. Super Bowl champs are always considered the hunted. But now that all this, I'll say notoriety is on the Rams because of the Myles Garrett, y'all can kind of fly under the weather. Fly under the weather radar.
I mean, to keep it 100 show, with us being in the Pacific Northwest, the PNW, it's always like that for Seattle. Even last year, we winning back to back games, and everybody's still talking about everybody else but but Seattle. You know what I'm saying? We the sleeper pick. Even when we win the Super Bowl, we still the sleeper pick, which I don't understand. But like you said, cool. Keep the odds off of us. But at the same time, this is where it pisses me off. Why did Myles Garrett go to the Rams? Because y'all trying to line up a defense with Seattle's. So how is they getting the love, Myles Garrett getting a light on him, the Rams getting a light on him, but y'all are doing this for the Seahawks, but we don't get no light put on us, and y'all are literally trying to match our defense, match our team, do what we do, because I'm going to keep it 100 show, just like you said. This is the Rams last year to do something. After this year, Devontae Adams, he go retire. We already know Matthew Stafford go retire, and he better pray to God he don't get hurt. And Devontae, you know what I'm saying? They better pray that they don't end up getting hurt.
And Puka Nacua don't slip up into rehab. Everybody forget about that.
You feel me, bro? Because we know Todd Simpson cannot handle that division, bro. Todd Simpson is not ready to lead a real football team to a Super Bowl. You feel me? Because y'all got to go through the Pacific Northwest, bro, and this going to be hell and hot water going through Seattle, bro. Just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? And we bringing back 90% of our defense from last year. We only lost 2 players on defense. That's Kobe Bryant. You feel me? Shouts out, salute to Kobe Bryant. Reek Woolen. Oh, I take that back. And we lost Boyamonte to Cincinnati. So we only lost 3 pieces off the defense. We got the whole defense coming back again to run it back. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta get that team chemistry out the gate. Y'all don't have time to, all right, bro, we might lose a couple, but now y'all got to get it right from day one, bro. Because every L that y'all stack and every dub that we stack is just gonna put y'all in a bigger hole. Remember last year, we had to play San Fran 3 times. We had to play the Rams 3 times. And we won 2 out of the 3 with both teams. You feel me? How many Super Bowl champions had to go through their division and play the same team 3 damn times just to get to that level, bro? You feel me? That's why I give our team more props than a little bit.
Reck, I ain't gonna lie to you, Reck. Fuck everything you just said. I don't believe in Seattle. Last year, I didn't believe in them. Y'all got lucky. I don't give a fuck about the Seahawks. Y'all are in a tough division. I will say that.
Hey, Dub, who your squad? I don't know who your squad,
from East
bro.
Oakland, bro. You know who my squad is. Let's not do this, bro. We don't talk about.
Who is your squad, dog?
Listen, bro. My squad is like Voldemort. You don't say the name, bro. I'm from East Oakland, bro. I'm a Raider. Listen, bro. We don't talk about them. I damn near want to cut the camera off right now. Don't ever insult me like that.
Hey, bro. Praise God. All that's
right.
Say is praise
exactly,
God, man.
Bro. So don't do me like
that.
Don't do me like that. You feel me? Right.
Y'all got a nice stadium though in Vegas. Y'all got a nice stadium in Vegas.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about the luxuries of life. You know what I'm saying? Right? So look, but I do respect, really our division is tough too, but I do respect that division, right? And I was like a Legion of Boom fan. I love Earl Thomas, plus Marshawn Lynch was over there. I'm always a homer. I'm always gonna rock with my people, right? But I say this, to me, I didn't really think about the homer quality. Want me to tell you something, bro? I used to like the Seahawks until I met Reck. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Niners, bro. I like the Niners too. But Niners fans, I don't like them.
Yeah, I can't rock with the 69ers, bro. I cannot rock with the 69ers.
But where I'm from, we beef, but we've never played in a Super Bowl, right? Yeah. Like it's almost like, see, like the A's and the Giants, we played in a World Series before in '89, to where I can understand why a Giants and an A's fan might have some issues. Beef. The Niners and the Raiders haven't played in a significant game in my lifetime, but we beef. You feel me? I'm saying, me personally, I'm a Bay nigga, so I like to bang the Bay, right? Okay. But Niners fans don't allow it. Right. They're so arrogant, so cocky. They let they wine and cheese and they technology while they watching the game. Like, you feel me? I'm saying, right? But it just don't. We fight in the park and all this shit is weird, right? But I will say this: Myles Garrett, to me, I didn't really think about what you said about the conspiracy theory, and I really do like that take that you had on it. I don't really think about that because in this age of the Epstein files, we are finding out that a lot of stuff is rigged, and I don't want to go that deep, but referees are slanting games to way.
Come on, bro. Betting is now legal now. Come on now. Now you got point shaving and things like that.
Right. So I'm not no fool. Even stuff like even in the Jordan era, we didn't know it then. But once Detroit was beating the shit out of Jordan, by year 3, it was kind of like, look, bro, if y'all fuck up this cash cow, you niggas gonna be playing in Spain. We didn't know that then. You feel me? I'm saying so. Looking back on it, I love your take on that, and that's food for thought. I didn't think about that, but
nah, that's real.
Yeah, because then the Rams will be the only team to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium 2 times. I mean, of course, my Bucks, we did it first. The Rams did it the following year, but now it's like, okay, the Rams did it twice. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to up the ante. Because LA has a lot of big teams. They got the Lakers, the Dodgers, and now the Rams. So now it's kind of like we got to keep LA competitive.
But even like the Knicks this year, it's great for the whole U.S.
NBA.
The Knicks, in my lifetime, the Knicks, they always fail. They always fail, right? So my thing is, right, I understand. Plus the big markets. You know, when OKC won last year, OKC in a big market, it was cool, but nobody really cared because it was OKC, cares. Right? So I get it, right?
Viewership.
Right. But Myles Garrett, to me, in this instance we talking about, man, free my nigga Myles Garrett. Cleveland, like Detroit, is one of the places where great players be great, but after
wasted talent. It's wasted talent.
So
it's kind of
wasted talent. Please come to the big market. What I do,
what's crazy? That's kind of messed up though. Only reason why I say in the NFL is different from the NBA because small market teams like Green Bay, small market teams like I'll say even New Orleans, small market teams like
Yeah.
Tampa, my they still give hope because the way they structure the draft and things like that, you kind of have everybody
Yeah.
inclusive. With the
Right.
NBA, I feel like the only reason why we don't care about the small market because at the end of the day, small market teams ain't never really been a big hype in the NBA. Again, I think the small market team that everybody was like afraid of was maybe San Antonio back in the day when they had Tim Duncan. That was
No,
the
no,
last
but
time we
but look,
really
but
cared.
look, but watch this though. Look, no, what you just said, even with the NBA, the lottery, we started to feel like that's rigged. With the shit happening with
Exactly.
Dallas, that shit happened with Dallas, how they got that, like that
You
was
trade Luca, and now you get the first round drag with Cooper Flag. Yeah,
and with the NFL, it's more like, okay, you got the worst record, bro. You got the number one pick. But that's kind of
Right.
that's right. You feel me? I'm saying right. So I do get that. I just hope that Myles Garrett now. And one thing I say about play, I think Myles Garrett gonna perform, right? But I'm saying we do know that sometimes coming from that small market where you was dominating, but coming to this bigger market, it's a different beast. To
Right.
where the expectation of the fans and your games being on TV every motherfucking week and all that
And the
shit.
division that you playing in. Y'all got to
Right.
remember what division they playing in, bro. We literally have the hardest division in football, bro.
AFC North ain't no
Literally.
slouch though. Listen. I'm
I
not gonna
think,
knock
yeah, it's a
AFC
couple
North.
of
They
hard
got
divisions.
Pittsburgh. You got Baltimore. You know Cincinnati when healthy, when Joe Burrow's healthy.
They,
That's a
they're
pretty.
contenders.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good division too, though. Now I will say this though, coming west, what you're saying was this reckless big market. Yeah, now a lot of more games are gonna be on prime time. Now that Seattle game, prime time. That 49er game, prime time. Now we play those cross rival NFC games like the Dallas or the Green Bay.
Please take Dallas off. Take Dallas. Oh my God, I get tired of seeing Dallas every week, bro.
You got to realize Dallas is like the
why
American team. That's the
why,
American
bro?
team.
Dallas ain't won, bro, since the 90s.
The
Why
white boys
are they
love
still
them.
the premier team, bro?
The white boys love them. The white boys
Yep.
love them, man. They
It's the Cowboys. They'll get the name.
It's two teams I
bro,
can never. It's two teams I can never root for. I can never root for Dallas, and I can never root for New Orleans Saints. And y'all already know why they in my division. So
Right.
those are two teams.
I ain't gonna tell you though, bro. You a Tampa Bay fan. I'm like, I'm lightweight, bro. I want to have love for you, but you already know when y'all got JG like that, right? And we ran the same plays that JG gave us, and we
got your
the
center went to
like
Mexico
that.
and got drunk.
I'm just saying when I look at you, when I look at you, bro, it's kind of hard for me to really fuck with you like that. But it wasn't your fault that we did some stupid shit.
Y'all didn't change the plays. We calling all y'all. We calling all y'all on defense. Hey, they doing a go route right now. Come on, bro.
Right.
Hey, and this is a dope segue. Let me answer that question. Made it for you. The reason why they did that to Kobe is because he had that lawsuit. If Kobe didn't have that $1 billion lawsuit, you know what I'm saying, against that medical company and shit for using his likeness and all of that, that's what happened with the Kobe situation. Shout out to my bro Kobe. That's why you see me wearing that 33. Oh yeah, you feel me? Don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted. We got that one too. You feel me? We got that one too. Don't get it twisted. But that's a great segue. 3 things that you like and dislike that your team did this year. Go ahead, shout. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it off with you, bro. 3 things that you like that your team did. 3 things you dislike that they did.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go with the dislike first. 1, we didn't fire Todd Bowles. We started the season off 6-2, and then we end up losing. We gave up the division. It was about to be our 4th or 5th time. No, it's gonna be our 5th time win in a row. We choked at the end. We didn't fire Todd Bowles. He got to go. His defense is obsolete. We need to fire him. We allowed Mike Evans to go to the San Francisco 49ers. Broke my damn heart. And then on top of that as well, the last but not least, the fact that we're not spending no money in free agency. Levante David, I think he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. He retired, but we're not spending no money. Yeah, he retired, man.
Shout out to a legend, though.
Yeah, shout out to a legend.
Been around. That nigga's a legend.
He's a legend, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, those are the 3 things I dislike, just to kind of keep it quick. 3 things I do like. We drafted my boy Bane from Miami. They talking about his arm length, but that dude is a beast on the defensive end. We signed the guy from the Detroit Lions. He's the white boy. He looked like Thor. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now, but he looked like Thor. He was just with Detroit. We got him middle backer to replace Levante David. And then another thing I would love to see now that we got Baker back. He seemed like it looked like he's going to sign a long-term deal. But I'm excited to see what Ibuka does, man. Emeka Ibuka. He's going to step up now. He comes from the second receiver U, because they always say Ohio State is receiver U. I think USC got him beat if you ask me. But no, nevertheless, I want to see what Ibuka does because he work out with your boy JSN in the offseason. So if he can
Hey,
learn
another one from
something.
Ohio State. You feel me?
Exactly. So if he can learn what, because JSN had a great season last year, if he can just pick up some of that game by osmosis being around him and bring it down here to Tampa, oh yeah, we gonna be dangerous. So those are the 3 dislikes and the likes that I like about my team.
Hey, that's what's up, Doug. Go ahead, man. 3 things you like that your team did, 3 things you dislike that they did, bro.
I don't have much to say. I'll just say that I hope that the Tom Brady era and rubbing off with the rings is upon us. I'm gonna get real serious. Don't laugh. We gotta get serious. It's like stop it, bro. I'm good, bro. Y'all laughing at me. Listen, excuse me. I just so you gonna laugh, Reck? You ain't. You trying to be?
I'm
serious.
laughing. Only reason I'm laughing because Brady is the reason why y'all ain't got rings because that tuck rule. And you saying I hope.
That's it. I'm telling you, bro. All I hope, it ain't nothing that I like or dislike about. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Niggas is making valid points and coherent points on this show. I'm good, bro. Listen, because your team, y'all got some shit to talk about your teams. Y'all niggas been relevant lately. At the end of the day, I'm praying that Tom Brady gives us some of that tuck juice in our shit. I'm praying that our running back ends up being a real running back, but he gets a line to run behind. And I'm praying that this nigga that they drafted, this motherfucking quarterback position, does what he does. I have no idea exactly what's going on. I know Pete Carroll was washed up. At the end of the day, he was 80 years old. I know that everything that was supposed to go right last year, I didn't believe it in the first place. And I'm just hoping, right? I'm just hoping that we at least be relevant. And an 8-win to 10-win season would be a victory for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
respect
able to go
that.
to the stadium, if I'm able to go to the stadium this year and we don't win no games, and even if I'm never winning the losses, I'll be happy with that.
Hey,
No,
Doug,
I respect that. I
That's
respect that.
optimistic, man. 8 to 10, that's a lot. But y'all, it's crazy. I will say this: the Raiders somehow, some way, be upset. They'll somehow put a beating on Kansas City randomly.
Yeah, in the division. Division.
Y'all randomly be beating those teams where people are like, hold on, the Raiders won. And
in the division.
Earlier today, I was out. I was at the grocery store and things like that. I will say this: out here in LA, the Hispanic community is representing Mendoza already. He ain't even started yet. I saw 2 Mendoza jerseys already, and the season ain't even started yet. So the Hispanic crowd go for sure rep the Raiders this year.
All right, one more thing before I go. Listen, the Hispanics always rock for the Raiders. Do you like the Raiders? You got any Raiders? Raiders? I love the Raiders.
Them, the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Them they teams right there.
Right.
The Raiders and Cowboys.
Oh, we got a comment in there. Look, the ladies in the comments like, bruh, sports talk is over. We 42 minutes in. We can make this a sports radio show. The ladies is good.
Man, hey, I'm gonna make my 3 quick. You feel me? The 3 things I dislike. You know what I'm saying? I dislike that we let Clint Kubiak go to the Raiders. You feel me? I don't like that we let our OC go to the Raiders. You feel me? I wish we could have helped, you know what I'm saying, kept a hold to Clint Kubiak. But, hey, it was his contract year. He free agent. Hey, he was more than welcome to leave and walk. But, bro, when you win a ring, come on, bro. Run it back with that team. At least leave on the L. But I understand he wanted to leave on a high note. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I didn't like that we let Clint Kubiak go. You know what I'm saying? I also didn't like that all 4 players that helped us get to the Super Bowl and win it, they all left. You know what I'm saying? Boyamante to Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? We got Kenneth Walker going to KC. You feel me? Kobe Bryant going to the Bears. You know what I'm saying? Reek Woolen went to the Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Which is LBC Messiah's team. My bro Reek Woolen went to the Eagles. So I didn't like that the players, you know what I'm saying, is leaving when they win it. You feel me? Like if I'm an athlete, it's all about getting that dub. You feel me? The money go come. But if I just ran me show dub on the team, we go to the championship and win it. Hey, bro, I'm running it back with that same squad. Now we lose, I'll go chase the money after we lose. You feel me? Because losing is a lot harder to come by.
Nobody wants to pay a loser. Nobody wants to pay a loser. You
this is what I'm saying.
Money when you win, not when you lose.
This is what I'm saying, Doug. Getting a ring in any level of athlete, you feel me? NBA, MLB, NFL, getting a ring is a hell of a lot harder than getting a check. If you're a good player, you go get a check. You feel me? How many good players do we know still to this day, like Barkley, who never got that ring?
But you assuming that the mentality of every player is to get a ring when a lot of players like, if I get a ring, fine, but nigga, I'm trying to get paid. That's what
I
you
That's what
agree.
I'm
saying.
saying though.
Hey,
If you got the
Dub, I
talent,
agree
the
with you.
money go come.
Now I agree with. I'm like this, Reckless, and I'm gonna disagree with you. As soon as we get a ring, if somebody's saying my salary is gonna be 10 million if I stay with this team, but a loser team's on my, hey, I'm gonna pay you 30 million. Oh, I already got my ring. I gotta get this generational wealth. And I'm just telling
Yes,
you because the NFL stands for not for long. That's the acronym they joke
yes.
about. So you got
Right.
to
Man, get
get your
this shit.
money, man.
Yes.
And I'm not counting no man's pocket. I'm gonna always say do what's best for you. But my thing is, a lot of people who plays football, I assume that they come from a background where they're probably the first ones in their generation to make that type of money and touch
Right.
it. So they have to
Right.
look at it as
Let me
generational
get
wealth.
that. Yeah, let me
Let me
No,
get
get
that
I
that.
feel that.
because if I got there, if I got here to get that, let's say the passion was this. Now the payday, it's cool, Reck. I hear you, bro. But right now, nigga, I'm trying to make sure I'm set for life. As a
Mm-hmm.
fan, of course, you're going, I want my team to get another championship. But as a man, right? I hear what
Yeah.
you're talking about. But what if we don't win next year and now we lose and the contract he just said that was on the table? Now it ain't on the
That's
table.
gone. Right. Right. Now I respect that. I respect that. And the three things I did like, just real quick, I like that we picked up my bro Bud Clark out of TCU. We got my
Okay.
bro, you know what I'm saying, Jermaine O'Neal. You feel me? Hey, we filled the holes that we had. You know what I'm saying? Running
Mm-hmm.
back, we got Jadarian Price out of Notre Dame. You feel me? So
Oh yeah, the
I like
backup for
that
Jim.
we
Yeah.
plugged the spots that we needed to plug with good players, youthful players that's still hungry, that still go adapt to this defense. There's gonna be some dogs out there. So I do like that. I do like the hiring. You feel me? A Brian Fleury from the San Francisco 49ers. I do like that hard to replace Clint
Reck,
Kubiak.
we get it. You love your team. Fuck the Hawks.
Don't be a hater all your life.
Fuck the
You feel me?
Hawks, nigga.
And last
Like
but not
we
least,
get
man,
it,
I
nigga.
like that we
That
brought back
that nigga just
90% of our
went. Look,
defense.
that nigga just. I love that we hired our strength and conditioning coach and the nigga, the parking attendant, who parked the vans. Nigga, that nigga know too much shit. Look,
Hey,
listen.
Dub, shout out to the janitor cleaning the toilet, making sure the
Yeah,
quarterback sit down.
look, the chat is ready to move on from sports. The chat is ready to move, Reck. That nigga said, hey, the nigga who hold the visors and the water, the Gatorade, nigga, we get it, Reck. God
Hey,
damn.
all right, we gonna save the Madden cover for dessert. You feel me? We gonna save the Madden cover for dessert. You feel
Oh,
me?
that's
We
a
gonna
real
tap
topic,
into that
though.
for the dessert. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Uh,
let's go ahead and get into it, Dub. Hey, you had something that you want to add to the menu. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? At this time, I'm gonna let the co-host take the floor and lead it off, bro. Ball in your court, man.
What you talking about? We gotta let a hoe be a hoe. You talking about that one? Right, listen, man. So look, the internet, bro. Listen, the internet right now, right? And so this is my first time meeting you, but I feel like our heads, they both. I mean, your head a little bigger than mine, but at the end of the day, right? I feel like you know what I'm saying. We in this, we got this domain name shit going on, right? So I'll be looking at shit from so many different directions, bro. And the internet, and I've been saying this for the past couple of weeks. The internet is the new streets, meaning that if the internet says you telling or not telling, if you real or fake or whatever, it's pretty much the court of public opinion is what makes it so. So right now, if you get smutted up, and we know it ain't true, me, you, and Reck, we know it ain't true, but the internet says true, it don't matter what our argument it is for it. You feel me? The
All right.
internet can dictates who's real and who's not. You feel
Now
me?
let the people know what you're talking about, though,
I'm about
Dub.
to. I'm getting into it, right? The reason why I say this is that right now, to me, this is my opinion on it, right? The Sauce Walker shit. Sauce Walker out, he's in the limelight right now because his baby mama, right, who's also, I guess, a prostitute because she's talking like one, right, is in the media right now where she's basically a heroine, right? She's basically somebody making rounds on Adam 22 shit, even though we ain't really giving him too much luxury, right? But making the rounds and making it seem like she's a victim. But when I'm listening to the story, I'm like, she said it was COVID era. COVID era came. She said, I'm broke as fuck. Sauce Walker got some motion. I'm going to pull up on him, see if I could be a part of the entourage, right? Pulls up. He makes her a part of the entourage. I don't even know if he's really a pimp. He might be an internet pimp. He might be talking pimping. Houston niggas know how to pop their shit, right? You feel me? Right? We know he's a rapper. We know he buys business. We know he's a businessman. We know whatever else, right? So you go to him. The lifestyle, your lifestyle change. whatever he got you on, you cashing him out, but you living in a mansion, you rocking the cars, you live in a lifestyle, whatever it is, you made yourself a part of it. He didn't call you, you volunteered to do it.
But now, you know, she said that Drake was rocking with her when Sauce Walker wasn't rocking with her.
Right.
You
but
feel
my
me?
thing is, right, is this. You put yourself out there, and I got a daughter. You got daughters too. I don't know. So if you got, if
I
you
got
put
one.
right. So at all three dads, if your daughter put herself out there for a man to get whatever from him, and she's going to be his showpiece, whether she's selling pussy or not, it's hoe shit. Because you're not trying to get your own. You're not coming in as an equal partner. You're saying, I see a guy on one, this is what I'm on.
You talking about like Janet?
I don't want to do that to Janet, bro. Janet is a friend of the show. Let's not do that to Janet, bro. Shout out to Janet.
Bro, that's what she said. She said, I want a guy that's black, rich, and famous.
Right. So if you an opportunist, my thing is when you're looking for opportunity as a woman, especially because you're vulnerable, you're already a woman, and you're looking for that opportunity. If you go to somebody saying they're a pimp and you end up getting pimped, how can you at that point act like you a victim? Right now, if it's a gorilla pimp, to some shit I posted lady with the ATM Richie dude on some gorilla pimping, underage, minor weird shit going on.
Yeah.
That's a different game.
That was nasty work, bro. Yeah. That was nasty work. You know what I'm saying?
We are going on retrievals. We are going to go knock niggas down. That's a different thing. My daughter called me and said, Dad, I don't know. I'm going to jail. I'm dying.
Yeah, man. My daughter hit me up telling she locked in a dog kennel, bro. I'm laying everybody down right there, night. You feel me?
Mama, I love you. But if you say, Dad, I ain't got no money, I'm about to go fuck with Sauce Walker because he pimping. Well, that's a whole, I'm like, that's a, your mindset is different. You feel me? So what my point of this segment is, in my world, old school, you gotta let a hoe, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, you gotta let a hoe be a hoe, all that shit. Why is it that the internet, not even why is it, the internet has allowed a young white woman to come out, vilify Sauce Walker, not saying he the greatest dude, and make it seem like he's a horrible baby daddy, he's a horrible man, but she went and sought this dude out to get exactly what she got. And now she's internet famous and playing victim in this world right now for being exactly what she was supposed to be. Is Sauce Walker, is he sweet? Is he, they call him tender because he hating on Drake as a pimp, and she got a Maybach from niggas as a pimp. Most pimps I know go like, bitch, go get some more. Drake breaking you up, bitch, go get that. Get everything. So that means Sauce Walker probably really ain't no pimp like that, right? But that doesn't excuse the whole tendencies to me. I would love your take on that. Both
hey, go ahead, show. It's on you, bro.
Oh, that was that. So that's a loaded question. So let's talk on the Sauce Walker situation first. If you really out here, if you really out here pounding the pavement, you know what I'm saying? If your pimp ain't really that strong, your nail polish is clear and your pinky is long, you know what I'm saying? You got to stand on that. You cannot be emotional with these hoes. And we all know, I don't give a fuck that's your bottom bitch. You cannot be emotional with them. If she's gonna leave you, you don't never chase, you replace. So let's just be real. Let's just be real. So if you already in emotional about her, that means you love her. You're not pimping. That means you're in love with her. Because again, if she's sitting up here saying Drake is doing this, and that for her, then by all means, like you said, Dub, go continue to run that up until it can't run it up no more. Because as long as you running me minds, it's all good in the hood. We not tripping on that.
Right.
Now, about the internet, you said about the internet dictating the streets. I do agree that the internet dictates the streets. I hate that. I hate the fact that the internet, these weirdos, people who haven't been outside the porch, people who just sit in the room all day, typing up on the laptop or on the keyboard all day, can dictate other people's lives who wouldn't even do it in person. That's the shit of the game that I really hate. And I'm at this weird transition in my life where now I'm basically 38 years old. I grew up in the 90s. You know, I'm an 80s baby, but I grew up in the 90s where you still had to be outside. Your representation.
Exactly. It wasn't no internet. You got to see me face to face off the porch.
Exactly. Where rumors used to get addressed it real quick. If somebody says something about somebody, you either go see them at school, at the park.
Right.
Y'all can fix the situation. Now on here is hearsay. I hate the fact that happened, but again, geeks are now the new bullies. It used to be back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The bullies used to bully the geeks, but now the geeks, the people that are in technology, Silicon Valley, they run shit. So now we got to get onto their program. So they make the rules, which is not sob, which is not savvy, which is not the way of the world is. But again, We have to learn to adapt. And if you're a real player like us three, you don't mind adapting. That's a part of change. That's part of
Right.
growth. Because if you can't adapt, you're dead. You don't want a watermelon that's going
Thanks.
to die. So you got to be able to adapt with the times. And then the other question was, is he pimping? Oh, let a hoe be a hoe. Now we all know this. If your woman is promiscuous and she can't help besides throw that pussy out to everybody in the world, man, she want to hand it out like Costco samples, then by all means, there's no praying that away. There's no
Right.
changing. There's no therapy. That's just who she is. You either got to accept it and deal with it, or you got to find someone that fits your lifestyle. Real
Right.
talk. Because at the end of the day, if she go choose up when your back is turned, she go always choose up, bro. A real woman who loves you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. It starts with the laughter. If you can get any woman to laugh and she's with another nigga, you already got her.
Right.
Your woman shouldn't even, not to sound militant, but your woman shouldn't even really address other men unless you're present. I'm gonna just
Right.
keep it real. Your woman shouldn't be entertaining too many niggas like that. If you're around, she should be having her head down. If your company come over to the house, she should go back in the room. She should just check up on everything. Hey, y'all good? Okay, baby, I'm going back in the room. She shouldn't even really
Right.
be in a whole bunch of men face. Now, if she's sitting up here and everybody faces and things like that, that's signs right there.
She want to be a
You
part
gotta
of that shit. Yeah,
you
she
want
want
to
to
be
be
a
a part
part.
of that shit. Right.
She want to be a part. I'm not saying women and men can't be platonic friends, but my friends are my friends. You can be
Right.
cordial, you can speak, you can be respectful, but all that trying to entertain
And I
and
know
get
these
numbers.
niggas. These niggas don't give a fuck about me when it comes to the
Come,
pussy.
no
Like, you
man,
feel me?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Brent. No man gives a f about unless that's your blood brother. I mean, it's a situation where brothers can sleep with the same
Right.
chick, but for the most part, homies they like, look, if she throwing it, I'm gonna catch it
Right.
because I'm gonna
And,
keep it
and
real
they
with
feel
you.
like you supposed to respect that. Like most homies be like, bro, you tripping off the bitch? Nigga, that's my wife. With like, yes,
That's my wife.
Right. Hey, Dub,
But
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bay Rich Beauty, bro. Hey, I don't even be wanting to like no post of hers just because I got so much love and respect for you. Just because I know that's you, bro, and how
no,
y'all
that's
I
tied
will
not
like,
in.
me.
hey,
I mean, I'm
That's
just saying,
not.
I
I
know how
will
y'all tied in. You
reckless,
feel me?
reckless.
So
Yeah.
I got
I
so
will
much
like,
love and respect for you. It's just certain posts I don't even want to like, and it ain't
That don't
even
got.
like
Yeah,
that.
but
You
just
hey,
so you
feel
know,
me?
Rick, that don't got nothing to do with me, nigga. My wife is in the chat. Rose Perry, Bay Rich Beauty, niggas Nisha Jackson, nigga. She
I'm
a whole nother. That's a whole nother thing,
I'm gonna
nigga.
say this,
My wife
reckless.
is Rose Perry. She in the chat.
As a homie, you gotta have guidelines where I look at it like this. Would I do this to the homie girl if he was there? So I would like a picture if it's him and if it's his girl and the homie together. Oh, I'm liking that all day because that's black love or whatever wherever your queen is. I'm appreciating that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
show
that's
love of that.
black love.
Now
Right.
if your girl is sexual suggested, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look like okay, that's a nice picture, but I'm not gonna like it because I don't want to seem like I'm lusting
Right.
or liking on your girl like that. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep everything respectful. If it's her and the kids, like you know how they do those Christmas pictures around the November, December time of the year where they all have the matching pajamas. Oh, I'm gonna like the wholesome pictures. I think that's fine. I think the wholesome pictures is cool.
Nah,
But anything
because
more
it's
than
for me,
that,
because it's
yeah,
family. Because when it's
yeah.
family shit. But like, no, look, I want to reiterate that I understand everything you want. Reck, you got to get your shit together. The type of shit you just said out loud is the type of shit to get a nigga like me in trouble. Nigga,
I wouldn't
listen,
mean no, I mean it like as far as
yeah,
like
you gotta
business wise,
clear
you know what
that
I'm
up.
saying? I try to keep business, you know what I mean?
It's
So since
all
y'all have a business coexisting, you know what I'm saying? Manager, client, things like that. I don't want to make it seem like, hey, I'm trying to push up because I'm cool with Dub. Let me get in where I fit in type shit. Nah, that's
Right.
weirdo stuff. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it to business, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't mix business and pleasure. So even though that ain't you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to make it suggestively that that's me. You feel me? So certain posts, hey, I'm just go back away from,
When it
keep
comes to
it
me,
cool.
anything I put on the internet is fair game. Like even
That's true.
what I just said right now, right? Like it's a good segue because I did want to ask brothers, right, from the LA County perspective, right? Anything I put on the internet, I pretty much because of who I am, I pretty much know, right? You feel me? You know what I'm saying what to do and what not to do, right? I pretty much know what to post, what not to post because the internet ain't real, right? But
Yeah.
I want to ask you, so in LA County, I noticed that the podcast networks, it seemed like it's all kind of, I ain't gonna say all, but that's why I like Viral Way. It seemed like it's a lot of beef based. You feel me?
Oh, that red pill conversation. Yeah, of course. Because you know why? A lot of women out here think they niggas. They trying to be aggressive. They teaching this independency as if they don't need help. No, that's not what the black family comes from. The black family, we need men and women. We believe in gender. My house, I'm gonna keep it real. I am married. I have a black wife. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And we believe in gender roles. We believe in black love. We believe in a man's lane and a woman's lane. There's certain things she need help with. I don't mind going in a woman's lane, vice versa. I'm still one of them old school cats where you know what I'm saying. I appreciate the black woman. I appreciate the woman's help. I appreciate a woman's perspective. But at the end of the day, I'm not in competition with my woman. I need
Right.
my woman for certain things. She's a great mother. She's a great nurturer. She does things that is better than me. That's needed for the family. Just like I provide how we were talking about protection. If something was
Yeah.
happening to our door, if my wife ever felt uncomfortable, a knock at the door, a thump in the night, off top, she know, hey, you stay back. I got this. It's just certain things we ain't even got to state the obvious where that balance is created. So
Right.
I'm gonna say this. It's those bitter women to answer your question. It's a lot of bitter women that are trying to be masculine. That these the same women that's saying on dead homies blood or dead homies cuz it don't even sound natural coming from a woman's mouth. You dig what I'm saying? And I
Right.
don't even recognize them as women. Those is bitches because there's a difference between women and bitches. Just the same thing. There's a difference between niggas and black men.
Yes.
It's all about how you conduct yourself. When they conduct themselves like bitches, then they will be treated like bitches. But the ones who are consider themselves women and carry themselves like queens, they will be treated like queens. I don't look at those women like that. I look at them women with self-respect. When a woman doesn't have no self-respect, then I treat her for what she is, the level she's on.
Right.
And you got to leave them where they at.
And I want to say something personal real quick. Reck, Rose gonna hate you forever. I'm just letting you know. You are
I already know, bro. Don't murk me and put me in the trunk, Rose. Don't put me in the trunk.
In the comments right now, listen, bro. I'm letting you know the type of person she is. What you just said. Not only that, when the cameras cut off, I gotta go holler. As a nigga that know what's up, you know what's up. This internet shit get real at home sometimes.
Oh, it does. But you got
put me in the trunk. Please don't put me in the trunk. I didn't mean nothing, but I still want to live. You feel me?
Hey, Doug, but you got to realize this, and I have to explain this to wifey as well. Content is content. You gotta learn how to separate yourself. It's like being in the streets. How you carry yourself in the streets and how you carry yourself at home, you may be two different. It's called code switching. We do it at work. We do it in the hospital. We do it. You know when to turn it on and turn it off.
But now everybody hustling, bro. Like my thing is look, like Cheyenne Bryant. I was telling
all my people,
like, bro, you know she just grinding. But I'm telling motherfuckers, you know she just grinding. She just like a pimp. She gonna say what she gotta say to get her dollars. You feel me? I'm saying, right? But then, but nobody was understanding it then. Then when it came out, I'm sitting back like, bro, I told you, bro, the credentials don't matter. Matter your mouthpiece. The internet is a hustle. We hustling right now. The reason why we on here right now is because we want to give, but it's for a hustle. The Viral Way podcast, Sunday Cookout, we got motion. We hoping to get either picked up, launched or something like that to get some money. We trying now. That don't mean that you faking it or being a bitch ass nigga or being unreal, because I feel like when me and Reck fuck with it, we only fucking with people that we feel like have an integrity about themselves, right? Right? But that don't mean that integrity, like how we were saying about the football contract. Integrity aside, I need to feed my family.
For sure.
I'm not gonna tell on nobody or kill a innocent or do some bullshit to get that dollar, but I want to state my shit right now. So hopefully what I'm saying resonates in order for me to get to the bag. You feel me?
Right.
Other than that, most 90% of the shit on the internet ain't real.
No, for sure. It's not. It's content based. It's to get a reaction. There's people on there who has ghost accounts where you won't ever see their face. You just hear them talking about the situation that has happened. People have reactionary. People don't have original thought. People don't have original feelings. Man. They're just going off what the next vibe is, the next word. People ride other people's coattails just because it seemed cool to fit in rather than stand out. And that's the shit and that's what us, and what I love about us, you two brothers seem like you guys stand out. Even if I was to say, hey, Reckless, you wrong, you at least agree to disagree. Same thing with you, Dub. I mean you, but it seems like you have a man of integrity. And if I try to convince you, you'll probably be like, okay, that's a good point. I'm gonna check it out. I'm not gonna jump right on it, but I respect your perspective. I'm gonna take note of it and maybe apply it into my life. You dig what I'm saying? But
if I'm wrong, if Show see something in Reckless and hey, I'm moving wrong or I'm doing something that ain't lining up with how it's supposed, I'm gonna take accountability. Like, you know what, you show right, bro. You feel me? I need to tighten that up. And Reckless, that's what part of being a man is. And a lot of us, well, I'm gonna just say this. A
lot of people aren't moving with accountability. Everybody's moving as grown ass kids. Everybody blames everybody else's for their problems instead of being accountable for their own actions. And so that's what I love about this space right here. I can tell like we are able to speak up on our problems, be accountable for where we're right and where we're wrong at. And like you said, Doug, what you post on this internet, you know what you're doing. If you post your wife in a bikini, you probably the nigga that took a picture of her. It's like, yeah, baby, you look good. Post that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But going back to original thought, you don't understand, bro. That's been my segue to a lot of personal conversations. That we walking around the world and we thinking that we so unique, but everything we spitting is what either the government gave us from the Pledge of Allegiance all the way to going to school is going to get you. Look, people are walking around here with no original thought. And a lot of people with the original thought are the people that look like they crazy or look like they died or get vilified, you know, in media. Because everybody walk around with unoriginal thoughts, shit that was given to them, but they don't understand. They think it's their own thought. For to hear another man say that, I ain't heard another man say that in a while, especially somebody I just met. You just said the phrase that I say a lot, original thought. And I think that's a deeper thing. You just kind of glossed over it. And I would love for you to kind of speak on your take on original thought.
So the thing about original thought, it comes from, I believe, trying to persevere through something, coming up with a solution, or you're struggling. I feel like most people don't come up with original thought unless it's needed. Or you're creative. It's those rare people that are creative that can get the energy from God or inspiration and things like that. I feel like that's why what separates certain artists is like my favorite rapper of all time is Tupac. He was in a different lane. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people sound like Tupac. There are other people copying his style, but no one sounded like Tupac. Same thing with people who paint. Same thing with people who are in the field of designing, of creating buildings and stuff like that. You have to have a thought of what something looks like. Everybody doesn't have that skill set. I think that's a blessing from God that the select few get. It's kind of like being a prophet in the Bible. Only a select few people kind of get.
Oh, we lost him. He might
got he probably got a phone call. You know how that
shit, there we go. Hello, my bad. No, that was my time. My bad. Nevertheless, I was saying that was those are only special people get those abilities to have that original thought, because everybody's not. I think original thought aligns up with being a leader. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody's not meant to do it. There is only a few chiefs, and then the rest are Indians. Not saying the Indians aren't valued, because we need followers. We need people to get the motion going. Yeah. You have to have an idea and people believe in it. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with being an Indian, but just be a useful Indian and be a good chief, be a good leader. And I believe being a good leader comes from original thought, where you fast, you have divine powers through God, you take time out with nature, you believe in yourself, you read, and you get off this internet shit. And when I mean off this internet shit, not internet to learn, I'm talking about internet that rot in your brain. And y'all already know what I'm about to talk about, like those reality shows, the baddies, the shit that the shit that's not helping us elevate.
All of that.
Love and hip hop. It's a new show that they're talking about that my daughter's friends was talking about, Love Island. I'm on like, what? And so stuff like that. I'm not talking about that stuff.
It's just new wave blaxploitation. It's new
wave, man, and I hate it, bro. I hate that. I miss the days of we used to talk about businesses. We used to talk about going to college, talking about just even when people used to be like, oh, black people are more than sports. One thing I could say is when people used to push their kids towards sports, it was something positive. It wasn't no negativity though in that. It was about teaching discipline, teamwork, persevering through the hard days. You know what I'm saying? Leaning on your teammates, because there's gonna be times where you're gonna have teammates that you're great with, and it's gonna be teammates that, man, I can't stand this nigga. It's just like the real world. You gonna have coworkers you're great with. It's gonna be coworkers you can't stand. It's gonna be supervisors and or coaches you like, and then supervisors and or you can't stand. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of things of teaching. So when I say go back to originality, I feel like a few people got it, and if you do have it, please use it and use it for good.
Right.
No, that's facts, bro. And like, I'm gonna double back on what y'all was saying. You feel me? Everything now on the internet is a popularity contest, and I hate that. You feel me? Yeah. I could have 2 followers, 1 subscriber on YouTube. I could be on her every hour of every day, dropping the realest information, building like Malcolm X, solo dolo, giving y'all food for thought. giving y'all real gems, dropping real gems for y'all to pick up. But just because it's reckless, oh, he in a shicey, he a hood, and I ain't listening to what he got to say. It's a popularity contest. No different than when I was on Viral's channel, right? I'm live with Viral. Or did Flacco pull up? Flacco like, oh man, why you over here with Viral and them reckless? You ain't went live on your own channel in like 3-4 months. Why you over here? And Viral had to cut him off like, nigga, because he's the extended co-host, nigga. Now what? Fuck you mean? You feel me? Because Flacco's looking at it like, oh, you tapped in over here on Viral and them because they doing it big. They moving the needle for Long Beach. They moving the needle for the podcasting. No, bro, I'm not over here for the popularity of what they got, how many subs, how many followers. I'm over here because it's 5 like-minded brothers that could really wake up this generation, is really over here dropping gems. I'm fucking with them for the conversation, the topics, the mannerism, how they think, they thought process, how they handle situations, how they'll have a healthy debate, and everybody might have a different opinion, but won't waver in their opinion. Instead of arguing and fussing, I'm gonna give you the reason why I think like this. Show go give you the reason why he think like this. Rod the Real go give you the reason why he think like this, and we go stand firm on our own 10 and keep that same opinion and not waver from it, but have a healthy debate as grown men, to where now you get to see one subject from 5 different perspectives and angles through 5 different sets of lenses. You know what I'm saying? That's dope to me. You feel me? It ain't a lot of brothers on here doing that type of shit. So no, I'm not trying to tap in with the ignorant podcasters out here talking about squabbling up and we need to meet up at the park and let's get them rounds cracking and a whole bunch of jail talk and prison talk. Bro, we free now. We ain't behind the walls no more. Let's elevate. Why are we still taking 10 steps back? You feel me? Why are we talking about commissary days? That don't exist no more. Let's talk about something other than that, because while we over here bickering and fighting, the youth is still watching us. You
Very much
feel me?
so.
So even if we don't want to do it for ourselves, do it for the youth. Do it for the younger odds that you got on you that don't know how to be a man, because most of us don't have the real dad in the household. So now they could tap in with some brothers who are fathers, real dads, black dads. You feel me? That
And
know what the
Reckless,
street life is.
and Reckless, I'm gonna give you one compliment, bro. Don't worry about what another man say or think about you if they not putting no yens in your pocket. You dig what I'm saying? If they do, all right, use it for what it is. Because I'm gonna tell you this: that dude you talk about, Flacco, I'm not gonna give him too much light or nothing like that because he is a friend of the show. I just know this: he will say something controversial because he's a fan. I'm gonna just say that right now. So that's all it is. So that means you have another supporter in that person, and you're doing a great job, bro. Don't never let nobody. Because I'm gonna tell you this: the same people, they done killed me on the internet as far as in the comment section, but they'll still come back and see it because you got something here. What I'm saying is you can't appease everybody. And if you're appeasing everybody, you're not being your authentic self. You dig what I'm saying? You can't appease the masses. It's going to be some people who told you go step on, because again, that's going to happen. That's going to happen when you have an original thought. Everything is not going to benefit everybody. You dig what I'm saying?
No, that's fact, show. And you know what you just said is a great segue. Well, main course topic number 1, podcasting and the oversaturation of podcasting. Does everybody deserve a voice, or is it just a lot of unnecessary and unneeded noise? Show, I'm gonna let you run off with that on how you feel about the oversaturation of podcasts. Do everybody need a voice, or is a lot of this just unnecessary noise?
Man, great question, bro. And I'm glad I'm on this podcast to even talk about this, man. This is dear to my heart. I'm going to say this: 2 things can be right at the same time. Now, I'm going to sound like I'm copping out, but I'm going to give you the pros and cons for both. Is there too many of them? Of course there are. There's a lot of them. But it's the same thing with cable TV back in the day. There's a lot of channels, but it's for different people. It's all about what you subscribe to. Certain things, I'm going to just take it back in the day when cable used to be real cable, not the streaming stuff. It was a time where I used to just focus on like ESPN, maybe Comedy Central, and basic channels like Channel 2, 4, 11 when the football games stuff come on.
Yeah, local channels, right.
Local channels. I wasn't the type of person to watch the Lifetime channel like that. My mother did, though, because that was more for her demographics. You dig what I'm saying? The cooking channel. I'll watch it occasionally if it was on general TV, but I'm not subscribing to it. You know what I'm saying? The game show TV channel. It was cool when I was younger. You know, when you sick, you watch The Price is Right and all that. But again, I'm not subscribing to that channel. And I'm saying that to say there's a lot for everybody, but the ones that are going to succeed and be prevalent in the algorithm are the ones that are going to be consistent, have their own original thought, and that can feed the needs of the people. Everybody can start a podcast, but will it be consistent? Are you going to stay on top of it? Are you going to remain driven? Because again, we're talking about getting paid. You guys brought that up. My thing is this: you're not going to see no money at first. The sponsorship comes later. Is this your passion? Do you really want to do it? Or are you trying to make a quick buck? The podcast game is now comparable to how the rapping was in the early 90s and 2000s. Everybody want to rap. Everybody's trying to sell CDs or tapes, but not everybody's going to be successful. The ones that's going to hit is going to hit. You may even have a viral moment where something may go viral, just like a one-hit wonder. It's equivalent, it's basically one and the same. They're equal, where you can have a viral moment and a one-hit on a podcast. But the thing about it is, what can you follow up? Do you have substance? Again, we always say original thought. What do you want to put out there? What do you stand on? See, me, I'm big on growth. I'm big on checking your ego. I'm big on aggressive intelligence. I'm big on Black excellence. I'm big on family. Those are things I can constantly talk about. Oh, and I'm big on scenario questions as well. Those are things I love to bring onto a podcast. This or that, essentially. So what I'm saying is, are they oversaturated? Of course there are. But there are certain ones where you need those oversaturated, because I'm not going on a viral way, or myself, I'm not going to cover that stuff because I don't care to speak about that. You dig what I'm saying? So there's a lane for certain people. And then there are certain lanes that we cover that people will love to hear our opinion. Now, do everyone needs to have a microphone? Of course not. Because some people on here are trying to cause a muck. Some people are trying to cause race riots. They're trying to tear down the Black family. And y'all gonna hear me keep saying the Black family, because I do feel like that's an agenda with the he versus her beef, the LGBTQ inclusion. I feel all that stuff is an agenda to cause confusion amongst us between Black men and Black women.
No, that's not all the way down to Chud the Builder, all the way down to Chud the Builder. You know what I'm saying?
And as controversial as may sound, even as religion, even if you're a Christian, even if you're a Muslim or an atheist, all that's still a form of division, where at the end of the day, they're not going to see your religion. They're going to see what you are on the outside. So I'm going to say this, and to keep it to sum it all up, we do need to have a checks and balances in podcasting. But if you want to start one and you think you got something to say, by all means, follow that passion, follow that dream. Just make sure you remain consistent, because the thing about it is, we tend to fall off. I think Viral said a cold stat. I think after episode 5 or 6, people tend to stop posting and it just kind of tapers off. My thing is, if this your passion, you got something to speak up on, then by all means, go all in. Go all in and then elevate and read. And then you got to constantly change. You got to read, you got to adapt, you got to commingle with other podcasts like we're doing right now, so we can pick up things from you guys. I can pick up things from you guys and take it on. And you got to be open and be willing to learn, because when you stop learning, you're dead, and you can't water nothing, or growth can't happen when you're dead.
No, that's big facts, bro. Hey, you cooking right there, bro. We
clipping that. We clipping everything you said. But I want to say something before I get into it.
Go ahead, Doug. It's on you. The ball in your court.
Look. Right now, me and Reck is at episode 20. Mm-hmm. Right? There is an unwritten, air quote, that most people quit their podcast before they get to episode 20. Right?
Boom.
But if you get to episode 20, you in a sweet spot of continuation. So when you talk about consistency, only thing I try to make sure is that, because no matter what you see me do on camera, I'm like a businessman. I want, like, from the email, from the domain name, to the website, to the LLC, to the S. I want all the shit in the background to be straight business-wise. So when we get, or if it, to episode,
no, it's going to happen. We speaking that to fruition. So when it does happen, it's going to happen. The Sunday Cookout is going to be there. What you do one thing is how you do everything.
Right. So when we get to episode 20, if a sponsor do want to pick us up and they say, "Hey, what's up, bro? Y'all ready?" And we like, "Yeah, for sure. Infrastructure set up, check. Email, website, check. Monetization, check.
Intro, check.
We on Buzzsprouts, Apple Podcasts. We ain't just on YouTube, check. Right? But if we not on that, then we is just doing it for a hobby. It ain't just for show. So in my world, to answer the question is, I love the internet. I love AI. Everything that people be afraid AI gonna take over. If they gonna do this, it's gonna happen anyway. You can't stop it. It's here. right? If AI becomes a sentient being, when they look at my shit, when they look at stuff like this, I was for it. Let's go. Let's do it. Because like what you said about religion, we already know, and no disrespect to anybody, we only are Christians. Most African Americans are only Christians because they told us to be. Because they told us to be. Like most things that we do on this earth is not because we had original thoughts, because they told us to be. So I love that I could meet a dude like Show and Reckless. I've never met any one of y'all physically. I met y'all in this sphere. So how can I look back and condemn the podcast world when a dude like Reckless seen me on somebody else shit, somebody post me, said, hey, Dub, what's up? I don't know you, but let's do this. And the Sunday Cookout was spawned, right? Mm-hmm. That's how I look at everything, right? So, of course, there's some downfalls. But, nigga, when I was in a dope game and I was a D-boy, it was downfalls. Because the niggas on the block with me was either rats, and I didn't know it shit, or they was jackers, right? And I didn't know it shit. And the police know where I'm at every day when I'm out here selling rocks, right? If I got a girlfriend, but she really a hoe, and I don't know that, but I think she my girlfriend, but she fucking all the homies, it was a drawback to that. My point is that I love good food. If the food tastes good as fuck when I'm eating it, but I don't know it's really bad for me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, right? It's a downfall. To everything that's a pro, there's a con. I don't know one thing on earth. I don't give a fuck if you married and you love your wife to death, you eating her pussy, you sucking her toes, y'all love each other to death. Nigga, you come on one day, everything was good yesterday, and she nagging you today. So everything in life, there's a pro and a con. When you exercise and you chisel up your shit right, when you go to sleep, you sore, and you wake up and like, ah, shit, I don't know. You feel me? So for everything, there's a plus, there's a minus.
Life is balance.
Yeah, right. That's life, right? So I love that we able to do this. That means that I could probably make $1 million sitting in front of my global sign, telling you about it. And I ain't really got to go nowhere. That means that a nigga like me who made a career being outside of there, 19 years for a murder, for a manslaughter, went to the feds for 42 months for being outside the real world. That means that right now, at 47 years old, I can sit back and all my ideas, everything that I want to do, I can sit right here behind this mic and talk to y'all and give it to y'all and hope that I make some money doing this instead of having to be in the field.
Right.
So right. The builders of the world, you see what happens to them.
That's
people like
he's a goofy.
Like Donald Trump. That he got the highest paid position, the best job that you can have in America. You know, quote unquote, right? But we know that his reckoning is probably coming in some other ways. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, right? So we know that. So I love that this shit right here. No, I agree with everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody don't deserve a mic. We were just talking about Adam 22. We was talking about No Jumper. Yeah, of course, because niggas over there getting indicted. Whack 100, all these other dudes for sure. But the way the world has been built, even if you believe in the Bible, it was a Satan in the Bible. It was dark angels running around. It's always somebody that's going to run around that's going, when you doing something good, they're going to make it seem like you was doing it bad. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That's just the way of the life. And if you doing something good in real life, somebody's always going to go, hey, that nigga ain't shit. They're going to try to smut you. That's what it is. But hopefully the power, fuck the power of perception, the power of the people that really know you, and hopefully the power that resonates off you, the real one's gonna know, oh yeah, I fuck with blood. I fuck with cuz. That nigga, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Whatever y'all talking about, when he said that shit the other day, nigga, it made my day better. So I feel like everybody need a mic. Not only that, because we need to look at the naysayers. We need to look at the charity builders to know that, okay, that's still going on earth. I'm glad that I can see that. Because if you don't see that, bro, it's people on earth that do not believe that the evil of that is still, they don't believe slavery is still real. Mm-hmm. They don't believe racism is still real. They don't know that there's other countries that's going through bullshit. They don't know, bro. They think everything.
It's a harsh reminder. It's a harsh reminder of what the real world is.
You need that. Without that, bro, people will walk around and believe that the world is sweet. And when they get, we all got daughters. I don't want my daughter to walk around thinking that daddy can save you from every situation that you put yourself in. You need to see the world. Because when I'm telling you this shit, you hear me, right? But you might not believe me.
Right.
But this shit that we got going on right now, go look at it for yourself and see how where shit stand.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's real, man. And I'm gonna keep my answer short and simple, sweet and to the point. You feel me? And does everybody deserve to have a mic? Yes, we all deserve to have a mic. You know what I'm saying? There's our God will and benefit to do so if we choose to do so. Does everybody need a mic? Hell no. You feel me? Because it's all about substance and what you bring into the table. You feel me? If I'm cooking a real Thanksgiving meal, don't come in here with no microwavable nuggets and some ramen noodles. What we doing?
For
You feel
real.
me? You can't
That's a
sit at
slap
my
in your
table.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't sit at my table and eat because now I feel insulted. You know what I'm saying? Because you just see the outside looking in. Oh, he a black dude from the hood. Oh, he working the shiesty. Oh, we know he with the ish. Bro, I'm a whole hood nerd. I could talk about conspiracy theories. You feel me? These laws that they pushing, these AI data centers, so on and so forth. You feel me? You got to get past just the forefront of what's on the surface level. And that's what's
Amen.
wrong with most people that's podcasting. It's surface level intellectualness.
Right.
You feel me? How deep can you get on some knowledge, bro? You feel me? And that's why I respect Show, Rod the Real, Kali, Messiah, and Viral as persons first. Before even a platform or a podcast, I respect them as a person first. Then collectively, yeah, I'll rock with my brothers. That's the motherfucking Fab Five. You feel me? That's the Fab Five. You feel me? No Michigan. That's the Fab Five. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna tune in and tap in every episode. I ain't just browsing through. No, we watching from second one all the way to 2 hours and 26 minutes. I want to see everything my bros is talking about, where their mindset is. They might put me on something that I wasn't thinking about. Like, damn,
Exactly.
Choke was right on that. Man, I didn't even look at it from that perspective. You feel me? And that's what's wrong with most people that do podcasting. They think their word is golden. Bro, everything you put on the internet ain't facts. It might be facts for some people, but everybody might have a different opinion. You can't shut somebody's opinion out just because it don't align with y'all's. And that's why I love rocking with the Viral Way and the brothers on it, is because even when they disagree, they still agree to be strong on their opinion. They still go stand 10 toes down. You feel me? They not go waver or be like, oh, well, you know, man, I'm losing the battle, so I'm just gonna say what Viral want to hear. No, bro, I'm gonna combat
No.
you on
Yeah.
BS, man. You feel me? And I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not more of that. Most of the stuff we see from brothers on the podcasting circuit, man, a bunch of buffoonery and coonery. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about who just got out of jail, who trying to squabble up, who need a fight and all of that. Now, that may be something to post on Instagram just to get them reels cracking, just to get them views. But me as a person, bro, I'm a whole dad out here, bro. You feel me?
Exactly,
I'm
right.
not
And
that.
that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that earlier for you, those type of podcasts, you're not the demographic. Those are for more of the lower frequency people who only can go to so much elevation, and that's for them. Some people just love to eat junk food. You know, we all know it's
Right.
bad for you, but if that's what they want to eat, that's what they choose to put in their body. You gotta allow them to be them. It's a book
Right.
called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Man, she is like my favorite podcaster. Actually, kind of like one of my favorite authors right now because I'm reading her book. But what I'm saying is, when I'm a quote for her is, you got to let people be them. No matter how hard you want people to change or you trying to convince them, people, you just got to let them be them. You got to let them to learn. If you tell them the stove is hot and they choose to touch the stove, by all means, just they're going to learn from
Like a
experience.
child. No, like
Like
a
a
Yup,
child.
because I
Like
went
a
through
child.
that. I literally went through that. My mom left the room. She said, don't touch the iron, baby. The iron is hot. What do my goofy ass do? Pick up the iron and press it against
And
my
that's the
damn
thing,
leg.
Rick.
I still got that iron print on my damn leg to this day.
Rick,
Because I
that's
didn't
the
believe the iron was hot. But guess what? I bet you I didn't pick that iron up again after I
but
creased
Rick,
my damn leg
look,
off.
but look, this what a lot of people say. Like, I don't understand. The story you just told, bro, just like I probably pretty much go around the room. How niggas grew up, we about the age of the crack era. Shit, like all of us got the same story. When you walking around believing that your torment is only yours, that's how you fuck your life up. But a lot of people's stories, because all of us got burnt by the iron or the stove or whatever.
Mhm.
And then by
Fact.
life, you got burnt. Because someone in your family say, hey, you better not sell drugs. Hey, you
Yup.
better not go over there fucking with the people. Hey, them niggas ain't your friends. Hey,
Boom.
that bitch ain't
Mm.
pure. But we
Yup.
didn't listen. That's the
And this is
same
something I
iron.
hate, Doug.
Right?
Something I hate with us black folks in general is, why do we argue over trauma? Oh man, my brother got shot. Oh, that ain't nothing, bro. My sister got shot 4 times and my daddy died. Why are we
I don't
arguing
think
about who that been
I
through
think
the
you're
most
looking at it
trauma?
wrong, Rick.
That's ignorant.
I don't think it's an argument. I think it's a bond. It just
Trauma bonding.
Yeah, because black people talk like, nigga, what? Nigga, that what you want to what? Nigga, that nigga when I did this, and to the outside world, it's like we arguing. But nigga, we
Hey.
just We bonded. That's why police in your community don't understand. Me and Show right there going, nigga, what? Nigga, Seahawks trash. Nigga, what you mean? Nigga, and they like, oh, they about to trip. We just talking.
We talking.
Right.
But
But instead of that, how about we argue this? Oh man, I was the first one to go to college. Oh man, my daughter got straight A's. She on the honor roll. She the first one to do that. Let's argue about that. You
Hey,
feel me?
Reckless,
About
can I answer
achievable
that?
goals.
Hey, Reckless, can I answer your question? Because you bring a great point. Me and my wife was actually talking about this maybe a couple days ago. Long story short, to nip it in the bud, Black people, we sell our trauma the best. We make the best music when we're sad. We make the best music when we high. We make the best movies when, you know, what I'm basically saying is this. We all know who Mary J. Blige is, correct?
Make the best movie when she was fucked up.
What'd you just say? Say it again. Dub, say it again. One more time.
Her best music when she was heartbroken and fucked up and on dope. That was
Casey and JoJo.
When DMX was in his bag, what was that?
On crack.
Bro.
Come on.
When he was on fresh out of prison. Yeah.
When Tyler Perry first came, I don't even like that guy. Color Purple. I'm talking about the one Whoopi Goldberg.
Yep, with Oprah.
Tupac, your favorite rapper. Whenever he was traumatized or torn him or something, he let us get his best shit.
What I'm trying to get at is, I just gave all these examples. What are they? Trauma. It's not necessarily uplifting. If we take that same energy and uplift us, we will break so many generational curses. Instead of, and just shout out to Tupac. He has a song called Young Niggas. And I talked about this on the podcast. On the bridge, he said, instead of being a dope dealer, you can be a lawyer, you can be an attorney. Like, he say things like that. If we speak that same affirmation into our youth, into our children, into our friends, our family, instead of you being negative, you know, that same energy you're doing to be negative, you put that something good, you know how great you would be? If we start just speaking life and death is in the power of the tongue. This right here holds a lot of power. It's all about how you use it. It's about, you ever heard the story of the two wolves inside the soul? It's either what wolf you're going to feed, the good wolf or the bad wolf. It's all about that. And we tend to sell the bad wolf. And I'm just trying to say is, like Reckless said, why don't we speak up on it? Because it starts with us. Reckless, we can't have the white man. We can't have the brown man. We can't have the yellow man. To tell our Black history, we have to start telling, we have to set the example. If you won't change, you got to be that.
Right. And you know that show that's what we're not doing, because history is taught by who? You know what I'm saying? When your kids
white women,
school, how many men, like this is what I mean about Reck, what I'm saying. When your kid come home from school, how many men or women go, hey, what you learned today? And she said, I learned Harriet Tubman ready to run around the railroad, and Christopher Columbus sailed the 7 seas. How many men or women go, and mamas and daddies go, what? Let's sit down over here. Let's go over here and read. Let's unlearn that. Christopher Columbus wasn't on that. You feel me? Right. Harriet Tubman didn't just do the Underground Railroad. What do you think the Underground Railroad is? The reason why you sometimes it's not even hate, bro. The reason why you're not able to do that all the time as a parent is because you're working a 40-hour work week. Right? You have to go pick up your kids or the grandma or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Have to go pick up the kids. By the time you get home, you're tired. That's why McDonald's and shit exists, because you want to make a home cooked meal.
Convenient.
It's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Let me get y'all something quick so y'all can eat. Y'all hungry.
The conveniency. Yep.
I can't even check your homework right now because I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and run this rat race. Then I got a husband or I got a wife or whatever, and I'm trying to sex him or do it. Next thing you know, bro, you 35, 40 years old, your kid is grown, and the only thing you've been teaching is what they taught you. Go to school, go to college, get a job, get a house, have a family, because that's the structure, not of us, bro. That's the structure of the American government.
Right.
It's been programmed.
That's not original thought. You know what I'm saying? Because in reality, you don't have to go to college to be a business person. You don't have to go to you got to go to school to get what? Reading, writing, and arithmetic. The history, discard that. You feel me? Some of the science now we learning. I don't know. You might got to score some of the science too, right? But how many men and women are not just able, but are willing to teach what is credit? When you get 4 quarters and it equal $1, what do you do with the dollar? How many? Not only that, if your parents, your grandparents, and your great-grandparents wasn't taught where we're talking right now, how do you teach that? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I get it, and I would love to be there. And I'm saying to you, Reck, I want to be there to be able to teach that, but it's not all our fault. Because what we're talking about right now, when we clip this and post it, this is going to get about 300 views. You feel me? But if we're going to get more than that, telling, we talking about a bitch ass nigga getting his ass whooped, and that's gonna get thousands. That's gonna be the clip.
Facts.
We arguing like the Bobby Yeye shit we was on. When we was arguing and fussing and trying to get these niggas to stop fighting.
Man, every clip hit a K. Yep, every clip hit a K.
Bro, so I'm saying that, look, right now on our 20th episode anniversary, right? It's been a few guys like Show that we might have started off as one thing, but we end up getting to the nitty gritty to where I'm like, I'm gonna follow Blood, I'm gonna follow Cuz, I'm gonna go, what else he be on? I want to see what he on. Let me see what he on.
Right.
Because I'm gonna do, I had a talk on a live with somebody the other day. I said, anybody that I talk to personally, anybody I know, if I'm busy and I see you post something, I might not even listen to all of it, but I'm throwing in my story.
Like, so, yep.
I'm throwing it in my story. I'm in the arrow, and I might be like, I'm gonna see what Blood on later. But because I know you, I'm gonna put it in my story. Because other people that know me might be like, they might listen to it all the way and go like, oh, who is this? And I'm gonna go see. A nigga I was on live with said, well, nah, it gotta be dope. How do you determine what's dope on the internet?
Yeah. Bro, your homie's supposed to be
on the internet.
You know, it's crazy, bro. When you doing things like this, the support is always going to be low to none. It's going to be the celebration of your successes where everybody's going to be at. Yeah. So I don't expect nobody to be there for the support. That's why I do appreciate Reckless and Dub. Like I said, this is my first time meeting you, but Reckless always he always support. And that's why I do. And I try to reciprocate. That's why I was so apologetic about being late, because I am a man of my word and everything like that. So that's why I know we joking now, but I was more so like, nah, bro, I want to reciprocate the energy that he gives me. Right. And so that's why it's a two-way street, because the energy he's put out, I want to match him. And if anything, I want to, how you talked about the dollar, you got $4. What do we do? I mean, 4 quarters, what do we do with that dollar? I want to show my brother, once you get that dollar, how we get this interest. And that's what I'm doing with y'all. Whatever y'all need from me, I'm gonna give y'all that with interest to show that. Because if I'm gonna bless you, I know the blessings gonna come back in return. So if we continue to bless, all we doing is uplifting one another. And ain't nowhere, the sky's not gonna stop us.
Bro, that's why my motto is all love is always, because that's all I'm showing is brother's love. You feel me? I ain't showing you nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it back one way or another. Either God go give it back to me, my brothers that I'm showing that love to go give it back to me, my community. But either way it go, bro, I'm going to get that love back. It might come slower. It might come later than sooner. But, hey, it's going to come back like a boomerang, and it's still all love.
But, Reck, it might come in a way that you don't even know. But it's through the airwaves. See, like, I believe the algorithm is a living, breathing entity. I'm telling you, bro, a lot of times in my life, I was talking about some marketing and promo shit with music. I was talking about how to capture the summer vibes via BPMs in music. I might be talking about some shit niggas don't be on, right? And I woke up in the morning and a dude named Punch, when I picked up my phone in the morning, when I'm taking my morning shit,
first thing you see,
the shit was on there. Because the algorithm resonates, right? No matter what you think about it, if you are the algorithm or whatever, when you think about something or talk about something, you were just talking about
it's gonna pop up.
It pops up. Just like we could talk about somebody. Hey, man, I was just talking about you. So before the internet, the algorithm was already here.
Like it was power to mind. Power to mind.
Deja vu, is it a dream? Is it reality? It's whatever. So that means that we can look at the internet right now and give it this big up or be afraid of it. But before this internet shit, you've been having deja vu. Before this internet shit, you've been seeing people go like, nigga, we was just speaking on you, bro. God must love you. We've been doing that. It's just times 10 now. And it's faster. And just like racism been going on. But now it's televised.
You feel me? Real talk. Real talk.
All this shit is here, bro.
And what you said, once again, another great segue. You feel me? I know you and Show right here, y'all go cook on this. So, hey, I love this topic right here because I know y'all go cook for real on this. All right, we got the topic, you know what I'm saying? Last main course, you know what I'm saying? Topic, we got clout versus character. Where do we, you know what I'm saying? Where do we draw the line between doing things for a viral moment and giving something back that's credible to the culture? You feel me? Clout versus character, where do we draw the line? You feel me? Between doing things for a viral moment and giving something back to the people that's credible to stand on. You know what I'm saying? That's going to actually move the needle in the culture. So, Go ahead, show. You feel me? I'm gonna let you throw this one. You know what I'm saying? Throw you the alley oop. Go ahead, bro.
When it comes to clout, hardly ever do I chase it. I'm a man of principle. I'm a man who move for a purpose. The only time I've ever quote unquote chase clout is when we talk about that whole ass nigga Drake, because they know I don't fuck with that nigga on the podcast. But for the most part, though, man, when I say chasing clout, it's so lighthearted. I'm being so facetious when I'm doing it. I'm being so. You can tell I'm joking. That's just like me saying I hate all Seahawks fans. No, I don't hate all Seahawks fans. But if we playing the motherfucker, I'm embellishing the moment. I'm embellishing the moment. So it's more so like I'm just embellishing the moment, whatever we're talking about, whatever discussion we're having. Hell, the mood that we're in, I'm going to embellish in it for that moment. It's typically harmless when I do it. People who cloud chase and they start escalating to negativity, like Chug the Builder and all that stuff like that. I personally don't even allow that to even resonate with my spirit, because I know that's not truly who he is. What people are trying to do, they're trying to be accepted. People want to be seen. And I don't know where all this I need attention shit comes from. I don't know if it's lacking mommy time or daddy time, or they just wasn't being seen in the family. But people are doing stuff for attention. Attention is the new crack cocaine of the 80s.
Right,
People
and
will
calling it motion though, show. They doing things for attention and calling it motion though.
Exactly. They're doing it because people rather have the attention than be rich. People rather have the motion than any type of money. Yeah, and it's asshole backwards, because what you doing with this motion? What comes next? Once you go viral, once you have this clip, then what? How do you capitalize on it? This is what you want.
People don't even know their right to capitalize
nothing. On anything.
Right.
And then you just want to be known for, all right, I'm gonna say this was lighthearted. Remember that one girl who was talking about sucking dick? She was like hot 2 on that thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know her, but you just said we don't even know her name. We just know her as the hot 2. That's it. She had a viral moment, but what did she do with it? It ain't like she came up with her own porno line. It ain't like she on OnlyFans sucking dick or anything like that to make it profitable. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
she ended up doing a whole podcast and then finessing her own subs on a fake coin that never existed on the cryptocurrency. So you had all the motion, the ball in your court. You feel me? These people gave her her own platform, gave her her own seat at the table to eat. You feel me? What did you do? You finessed your sub for a cryptocurrency, and now you exiled out the community. That's why you don't hear from her no more. Podcast went to trash after the whole cryptocurrency incident happened. The crypto thing bankrupted her. You feel me? So you literally have to win beneath your back. You feel me? Win behind your sales. Doing it big, you feel me? Ease at breeze, and you took that and crash landed. You feel me? And now you just another meme. You just another meme.
And now that you just educated me on that, you just proved my point even more. Now, when we start talking about what was up, you said clout versus what?
Clout versus character.
Character is things that that are instilled in you. It's truly who you are when no one's looking. It's character is something where people will describe you when you're not in the room. So Reckless, if you wasn't in the room, somebody was to say, man, what you think of Reckless? I don't know much about him, but I know he's a passionate dude. He's a supportive dude. He's a father. He's a Seahawks fan, and he's serious about podcasting. These are things that I know because that's what he's on. That's what he shows me. So I think with character, people are allowing them to be manipulated because they're doing what people want them to do rather being themselves. Now, the real character are the ones who stay solid and stay true to who they are. So I don't think character can be bought. I think that's what's in you or what was instilled in you as a child and or brought up. So I think we need more character building, whether it's in school, whether it's at home, whether it's with after school programs, whether it's like extra activities like sports and things like that. We need to start reiterating that. And then we all need to kind of have like a certain basis of what is considered good character, because not everybody good character is the same. So I think a universal good character is treat others how you want to be treated. Treat elders with respect. If you see a young lady, you know what I'm saying, especially if she's with her kids or something like that, hey man, tighten up on the conversation. Don't be so disrespectful. Same thing with
Right.
a man. If you see a man with his woman and kids, hey, don't try to bang on him or intimidate him. You see he with his family, bro. Let that man live. It's just certain things that should be a universal law that we all should abide by as a human nature, which we don't. You know what I mean?
No,
And then of
that's
course,
real.
yeah,
Not
and of
no
course
more.
we can, yeah, and then of course we can talk about the extreme verse, like the PDF files, all that's that's not character. But I'm just
Right.
talking about as far as the good thing, we should all have a human standard character of just treating others how you want to be treated. And when I mean treat others how you want to be treated, treat others as if they're your family member that's sick, or your grandmother that's sick,
Right.
but she loved you your whole life. You know what I'm saying? We start doing that a little more, we'll have a lot more better characteristics in this
Yeah,
world.
just like if you see your boy doing some BS, call him out on this
Check them.
BS. Don't let him
Check
get
them.
that off. Like, hey, bro, you tripping? You doing too much? Calm that
Hmm.
down, bro. You feel me? That ain't even
Hmm.
necessary. Oh man,
Yeah.
what you trying to say? I'm trying to say you doing too much. Calm your shit down, bro. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
And
You
then,
feel me?
it's not what you say, it's how you say. Some homies you can be aggressive with. Some homies you got to just, hey man, I'll let you for a second, man. Hey, bro, relax. Like, I know you have a good time, but right now you kind of making a mockery of yourself. You making us look bad.
But you
Just
gotta,
drink some
but you gotta
water.
know your personnel too. You can't walk around giving
Exactly.
people advice if you ain't doing shit. So you can't
I
check
agree.
nobody if you ain't about shit. Like niggas will walk around, other men will check other men about stuff, and then the man they check, look at them like, nigga, what are you talking about? Nigga, you ain't even built like that. You feel me? You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it's like my thing is, look, when it comes to the clout shit, when I was growing up, clout meant something different, bro. Clout was like juice.
yeah.
Like, bro got clout. That meant you was somebody in the hood, or that meant you had some money or something like that. Clout was a whole different thing. Like, what a lot of stuff that's going on right now, bro, in this era, stuff that meant one thing 20 years ago means a whole nother thing now. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Terms that was used 20 years ago means a whole nother. Clout wasn't a bad thing. Now clout means something different. You feel me? You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So to me, clout is crack. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
For no money, people will do anything
Man.
for no money.
Hey, and Dub, what you said right there, not to cut you off, but that ties into the question right there. I'm gonna let you and Schultz handle that question. You feel me? I'll go ahead and answer it last. She said, I guess where the question gets tricky is when money is involved. There has to be some kind of balance. How do you make the money, quote unquote, from clout, but still remain you? I'm gonna let y'all eat on that.
I got that. I got that. Listen, when you rocking in something to get some money, you ain't thinking about clout. Not the way it's defined today. Back in the days, if you was like, nigga, what you mean? I got the dope sack, nigga, I'm the hardest gangster out here, I'm the hardest gang member, whatever it is, that clout came to you because it was bestowed upon you. A lot of
Mhm.
stuff back in the days was bestowed upon you. Nobody walked out and said, nigga, I'm about to be this and this is what it's gonna be. You feel me? People would give you that crown. It would be handed to you. But now people are walking out of the house, even people that's doing like the skits, walking up to people in stores and shit like
Oh, them
that.
Doing all the
pranks.
pranking shit. You feel me?
Not even knowing who
Everybody's
you
not
be
with
dealing with.
that, bro.
You don't know who you dealing with. You could really get murked playing.
Facts.
Like, you feel me?
Facts.
So it's a different world. But I'm saying that you also have to understand what the dollar means. When we was talking about 4 quarters equaling a dollar and what to do with it, you have to understand that really currency and money means nothing.
Yeah.
And I understand when I say that, sometimes the slaves and the sheep, it's mind blowing. What are you talking about, nigga? Without that, I'm gonna be homeless. Nah, nigga. Money does not mean what you think it is. It's that the original thought, right? I'm gonna give you an original thought. Credit is more valuable than cash. If you,
Facts.
if you
Facts.
understand what I mean, right? Cash is something that you hold tangibly in your hand. But because of the gold standard, cash don't mean the same thing no more, right? Cash is just really paper. If I could walk up to the show right now and I know him and say, hey, bro, can you please give me credit on this so I could do this and I got you back? And he says, yes, that's more valuable than me handing him some money for a job. Because with him giving me credit on that and whatever I owe him on the back end, especially if I'm a man of integrity, right? That means
I'm
we
gonna get
probably
blessed.
building something for a lifetime. Because
Right.
when I come back and I pay that credit back, from that point on, he trusts me. He trusts me. If I come again, he's gonna be like, yeah, Dub, he's good for it. He's good
Of
for it.
course,
You feel me?
because I believe your credit and what they say. I don't break my balls or my word for no man. You know, word is
Right.
bond. That's exactly what credit is. Word is bond.
Right.
When it comes to the money thing, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm glad you said this. People worship the dollar, but don't realize that shit comes with strings attached as well. Once you
Yes.
start chasing the dollars and things like that, you will at that point not be in control of who you are. Because
It's
once
a
you
never
say
ending chase. It's
it's a
never ending.
neighbor. Yeah, you're like a hamster on that wheel. You're going to be constantly running, chasing,
Yep.
chasing, chasing because it's the dollar, the dollar, the dollar. You need to have a standard about yourself. And the thing about it is, if you are talented, if you have a niche type of thing where the internet or the camera is chasing, or more so, you kind of stand out in front of the camera, it's going to come. I remember it was a time where people used to laugh at like Drewski skits. They weren't as funny as they are now.
Right.
Now they're like well done. Now they're like a whole production team
Now
behind
Reck,
it.
he got sponsored by Verizon and all kind. He got
It-
sponsorships. He's the man right now.
he's the man right now, but it all started with him being patient. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe, I don't know Drewski personally, but I'll just use him because he was doing like clown like things at first. But once he started kind of finding his lane and start embellishing the role of this Drewski character, it became a hit because he was being passionate about it. He was putting time in. He wasn't trying to cut corners and you know what I'm saying, just trying to get rich of it. I really do believe that this was a passion where he loved comedy. He loved to make people laugh. He was always
Right.
a funny dude. So he started building and started putting the footwork into, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go full-fledged into it. And I feel like that's where some people understand where if you're trying to go and chase a dollar, you're not passionate. You're not doing it for the love of it. And then it's going to feel like a job. If you need to make some money, go get a job. But if you're
Yeah.
doing something for the passion, do it out the kindness of your heart. Do it because of the love of this shit. It's not supposed to necessarily get you rich. Now, you get rich doing your passion, that's even more of a blessing. But when it comes to the money, man, don't chase the money, man. Chase your dreams, chase your passion, man. Don't chase that money because that money's gonna always be there.
But
Man,
it's
and
like this. It's like Charleston White. He might not be the dude that he is every day. He says some real shit sometimes, but he constantly has to be on so much because that's what we expect out of him at this point.
a character.
So
He's a
think about the
character,
times-
yes.
Think about the times when he just want to chill. You feel me? But
Mhm.
you ain't giving us Charleston. We don't even, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? As an audience, we don't respect that. So that's the thing about clout versus character. Me, I'd rather cut this shit off, block you. I ain't gonna talk no more for me to go to sleep and feel good at night. That's the same reason why I ain't told on nobody and went and sat down and did my 19 years. You feel me?
Mhm.
That's the same why I just did the 42 months in the feds, where I'm like, look, I got to do this time and it's fucked up. But I don't want to look in the mirror every day and feel
Known
bad
as a
about
rat.
myself. You feel me? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? To me, that's the difference between clout and character. With clout, you might make a couple of dollars, but you might look in the mirror every day and not like yourself.
Yeah,
Feel me?
and your
Right.
and then your kids and stuff like that. You know, a lot of people look up to you. You don't want to have that image where that eventually is going to come out, and you know you got to explain bang to your kids or your family of
Right.
what you did and stuff like that. Stand on character, bro. Stand on character. But you know that's rare in nowadays. It's rare.
No, and everything that y'all saying goes right back to this same, you know what I'm saying, analogy and situation of what Cat Williams was saying. I'm not putting on no dress. I could be the funniest comedian in America. I could make all the money in the world. You can't get me in no dress, bro. But them
Mhm.
Kevin Harts, you can do that to them. They gonna put that dress on. It's all about integrity. He know it's gonna be a slow climb to the top of that hill, not putting that dress on. But guess what? Like, I'm standing 10 toes down. I don't care if I gotta sell out every comedy club in America before I get my first major big role on film, or if the producers in Hollywood exile me and say, we not messing with you no more. Cool. I'll just get my comedy money out the mud. Do it, you
But
know what I'm saying? Keep the concrete. You feel me? That's that integrity. You feel me? He could have easily put on that dress, been making $20 million man like Chris Tucker was doing with Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3, making $20 million a film. Nah, bro, my integrity, you can't put no dress on this integrity. You feel me? But them other brothers, they ain't got no integrity. They chasing the check. They want the clout. They want the recognition. They want the Hollywood Walk of Star fame and shit. You feel me? And they gonna put on 2, 3 dresses, fucking lingerie, garter belts, high heels, and a purse. You feel me? We
let me ask
remember the
you.
movie.
I was
We
gonna ask you
remember
this
the
though.
movie Tu Wong Fu. You remember the movie Tu
Oh
Wong
yeah.
Fu? Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze,
Mhm.
all of them dressed up like a whole bunch of women. You feel me? Integrity gone out the door. Because now, how can this brother come out here and tell us as a youth or as black men, what we need to be doing and standing on. Hey man, y'all need to be standing on morals and principles. How is that? You ain't. Come
I was
on
gonna
now.
say,
Yeah, but
I was
I
gonna
just real quick. I just want to know that. I just want to say this: if they did all that and their family is taken care of, and they don't give a fuck about your opinion, that's another form of integrity. So let's just say they did that. I might not respect it, but their whole family is like, "Thank you, Dad," or "Thank you, Mom," or whoever, right? And they millionaires, and they was like, they was good. They made that sacrifice. Sometimes, man, yeah, you know, I might not agree, and I agree with you, Reck. I'm not wearing no dress, but if they did that, it's only one man's or how many other people's opinion against that one stance. But within this circle, if they love him for it,
this is why I wanted to ask y'all this too, because it kind of goes into this point. Money is a good thing to have, but success is divine. I say it's defined subjectively. So your level of success may be different from what reckless success is. My definition of success may be different from yours, Dub. What I'm trying to get at is, what's the difference between having $10 million and $15 million? Yeah, you're both millionaires, but there's not too much of separation.
Right.
I do believe that whatever your character is, stand on it. If I'm gonna say this, if they're offering somebody $100 million to wear a dress, play a homosexual role, whatever the case may be, and you choose to do it, by all means, and that's in your character, that's cool for you. I'm not here to judge. That's cool for you. I just don't, I'm not doing that because I take me as a father serious. I don't want my children asking me, Dad, why in this movie did you do this? What made you in your right mind want to get in that role? Now, will I take a lesser role that may pay me $2 million? By all means, yes, because that was $2 million I didn't have. Because after a while, once you get to a certain number, what's the difference between having $100 million and having $120 million? I mean, what, you get a bigger car, you get a more luxury.
But not only that, bro. But not only that, it's just that we're talking as who we are right now. We're not actors. As an actor might go, nigga, I'm just acting.
Right.
Just like a nigga that's rapping. He might not be a gangster. He know he ain't never killed nobody, but he a rap about it.
I get it, but also too though, I just
like Drake a rap about shit that we know he ain't doing. Right.
Yeah, but also too though, as a man, you can be exposed, and that's for me. I don't want to be exposed as a clown. So I'm not gonna get up here. I'm not gonna put it like this. I'm not gonna get on this podcast and say I've done time in the feds because I never done time in the feds. Now we talk about county jail and stuff. Yeah. That's different. But even then, but me personally, I don't ever want that to come out. So that's what type of person I am. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and you know what I'm saying, do it just because
ignorance.
Yeah, I'm not about to just jump off the ledge because everybody else, nah, bro, that's not my truth. That's not my story.
And I get that, and I agree with this panel. But I'm saying that, like you said in the beginning, if I'm stepping in something, I'm like, I've been practicing acting since I was 15. They hand me a role to be gay and to wear a dress, and it's for $100 million. To me and my family, that might be the role of a lifetime because of $100 million. Right?
Yeah, I get it.
I'm just
it's all about person. It's person. I say case by case.
I might judge you for that, right? You got to figure what's one of the movies with Robin Williams that everybody loved growing up when he was playing
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yep. Niggas grew up on that. I'm not defending one way.
No, I feel you.
I'm just saying that people that grew up and whatever. Look, you might be a warehouse worker. And I'm like, nigga, I would never work in a fucking warehouse. That nigga.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you.
That nigga's lame, nigga. You working for the man, nigga. You's a bitch.
Let me ask you this though. Because I'm gonna talk about this actor. You ever heard of that show P Valley?
Yeah.
All right,
bro. So, where they got the dude playing the tranny and shit. She's pimping all of the people. Yeah, bro.
So long story short, there's a rapper dude on there. His name is Lil Murda. His name is Little Murda, but he's in love with like a 6'8" homosexual person. But the thing about it is, in real life, Little Murda is married to a woman. But he plays that role so well where I stopped watching that show because it got so. No, hey, W, laughing. I'm so serious.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, show.
It got so explicit with him and another man that I guess he was in jail. I was like, okay, this is a little. It's making me uncomfortable. And I feel like I was
just watching
it. Really felt like I was watching the gay porn, and I was like, you know what? This acting is so phenomenal that I'm going to stop watching it because this looks too real. I felt uncomfortable watching it. But what I'm saying is, I was talking to my wife, and I'm all like, you know, do you think he is gay in real life? She's like, no, he's actually married to a woman. I said, well, would you be cool with me doing that? She's like, hell no, because again, that's the image of what the people are going to think.
She looks at you, but
perception.
She looks at you is this alpha male in her life, and that's dope. Right, and I agree, and I don't think nothing that we're saying is. I think we're all saying the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
But I think that sometimes we don't like to be judged but we're quick to judge others. And I'm not saying that we're wrong, right, or other. I'm just saying that if a person lost his life for me to do my time. Yet I'm here talking to y'all about my experiences, right?
For sure.
So the reason why I even say something like that is that you can always sit in judgment of others, but sometimes you got to sit back and just like, okay, like who am I to do that, knowing that I either been vindicated, I've got a second chance on life, or whatever. It's dope. That I could condemn Reck, like, Reck, why you didn't get that money? He be like, nigga, because I ain't about that life, nigga. And I go, nigga, you stupid. But he could go, nigga, what you mean? I slept good tonight.
All
nigga,
money ain't good money.
I was good with it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really no wrong answer. That's what my point is that if you choose to do that, I can't step in the mind of a homosexual or a pedophile because I'm none of those things.
Right.
I feel you on that.
You feel? I'm none of those things, so I can't do it. I don't want my homie to do it because when you come home, I'm like, nigga, you was playing that homosexual role too good, bro. I don't know.
Right.
And then we start clowning the homie like, damn, where you get your inspiration from? Where did you find them?
Right. Look, that same homie might come and go, hey, show, nigga, bruh, I need an assistant. Or, hey, bruh, you hella good at this ledger paperwork. I need to make sure my man, or you could be my manager. Do you go, hey, bro, you playing a homosexual role too good. I don't want your 100,000, 200,000 a year to do that because you playing it too good. And then is your wife gonna go in like, nigga, don't be his manager because he played a homosexual too good. Or she gonna go, nigga, what you mean? You better get that money. Sometimes as men, it ain't just about our decision either.
Well, I think that's a different question. Who do you work for and what do you do for work is two different things. Because if I'm working for somebody that's part of that community or something like that, that has nothing to do with me. That's just who I work for, or you know, my
super. Could you go work for Drake right now?
If Drake was paying me to do like paperwork, I would do it. Now, if he was to ask me logistically, like, do I like his music? I'm gonna laugh at him and be like, listen, bro, you don't want to hear. I'm gonna tell him respectfully, you don't want to hear my opinion.
You don't want to know the answer.
You don't want to know my opinion. I would tell him a couple songs I like. I said, I would say this, Drake, I like this song, and I like this song. That's it. And then he like, okay.
As a businessman, sometimes you gotta. I just ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh, of course, of course. You know what? Because if it's a business deal, and like put it like this, if Drake wanted to come on this podcast and he'd be like, listen, Drake coming on, by all means, let him come on because I know it's gonna do numbers, it's gonna be beneficial, it's gonna put us on the map. You know what I'm saying? Because I can work with him. Now, once we get on here, if he say, y'all, if you don't like my music, I need y'all to be quiet. I'm gonna be sitting here like a zombie the whole time, like this, because I'm doing what's best for the bag at that point.
No, and what you and Doug is saying, bro, is literally, you know what I'm saying, the same thing, just from two different perspectives. One taking the residentials to get there, one person taking the highway. You feel me? Because it's like this. At the end of the day, whatever decision that you do decide to make on how to get your money, where to get your money, how much money you getting, just make sure whatever decision you make, your moral compass can handle that.
Yes. Right. Well said. Well said, Reckless. I like that.
Because the internet has us worshiping what they think about us.
Exactly.
Not us, you know what I mean? Like, you more so like, what they on, huh? Is they tripping? What the comments saying? Instead of you going, fuck what they talking about, nigga. Nigga, I'm good. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I feel like that's manhood. Manhood is, I don't give a fuck if it's your kids, your wife, the employer, whatever. At the end of the day, nigga, fuck all that shit y'all on. I'm good.
No, that's real. And that's what happened to a lot of brothers, though, Dub. They make a decision, then they get the backlash from it, and they moral compass can't handle the backlash. You feel me? So whatever decision you make, just make sure that your moral compass and your integrity can stand on 10, because you gonna get it from some people because you can't make everybody happy.
And if it don't, the true essence of manhood is, hey, show, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I was wrong about that shit.
You feel me?
That makes you more of a man. If a man does that,
I was on it. Yeah, I thought I was on that shit, bro. But the shit you had get, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My bad. And look, the more I grew, I get goosebumps when I go, damn, bro, you was right. Like now, I feel good about going. Nigga, remember that shit? It be making me feel good to go. Remember, I was arguing down about that shit, bro. I was wrong in the motherfucker.
That's growth. That's growth, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. I'm like that now, where at first I used to hate that I told you so shit.
Yeah.
Now it's cool. Like, yeah, you was right. You foreshadowed it. And I appreciate that because now it won't happen again. Because again, because now that I know this mistake, oh no, that you can't pull it over me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I salute that. I salute those trials and tribulations in my life. It makes you who you are. Battle scars, heal up, man.
And it makes your fellow man respect you more. When I double back on you and go, hey, bro, remember, nigga, 16 weeks ago, nigga, when you said that, you was right. Because on some friendship level, another man will go, damn, niggas don't even do that.
Right.
Now we didn't build something. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And this last dessert question, man, we got the last dessert question. You feel me? That was main course. We gonna make the dessert quick and edible. You feel me? I know Dub got CEO moves to make on top of hubby moves to make, daddy moves to make. You feel me? So we gonna make this quick. Is originality in music and movies, is it dead? Give me y'all spiel. Let me know how y'all feel.
I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna make it quick. I think the last great original movie was Sinners with Michael B. Jordan and Michael Coogler. I think that was a great movie.
Excuse me, real quick. Ryan Coogler from Oakland, California. Ryan Coogler, go ahead. My bad.
As you should. The West is the best. Hey, I'm gonna say this though. We need to start bringing it back because it was at a time where Marvel movies and DC movies were just like the thing. We were just waiting on a superhero movie to come out, and it was kind of getting repetitive. So I'm kind of hoping we get back into the originality of things because we need it. Music wise, it's on and off. Sometimes you'll have a bit of originality, and then we'll get back on what everybody else is on with the bop music. I feel like booty bop music is the new trend, and everybody's trying to create a booty bop. And when I mean a booty bop, it's something like, it's Don Julio, I don't drink gin. You know, it's songs like that that's catchy for TikTok. Hey, it's songs like that, bro. Right now, that people are trying to catch the wave. I miss those old days where artists used to collab together in the studio, get on the fire beat, and contrasting style. Like me, my favorite songs was when it was hard rap with a soft melody chorus, where like a woman singing on a hook. Shout out to songs like Run the Streets by Tupac, New York by Jay-Z. Songs like that where it's just like a
Don't Cry by Jay-Z.
Yes, exactly. Songs like that I miss or Start From Scratch by Game. Songs like that I miss that type of style where it was a hard beat, hard rap, but then that soft melody. It's just like that perfect contrasting style. So we need to get back to that. So yeah, pretty much bring back originality. I don't think it's here, but I think it's slowly making a comeback because people want to see different things now. We're tired of the same wave.
I think that as this is my wheelhouse for sure. Nothing is unique and original in the world, from dress codes to high top fades to how you
repeats itself.
Rock. Everything is constantly recycled. I think that every generation think they're the best generation. If you go back to Generation Z, Generation X, the baby boomers, everybody generation feel like their shit is unique in its own way. Everything is recyclable. If we go back to the ancient Anunnaki, and I don't want to go too deep, everything from a certain point is recycled. Hip hop was built on samples.
Yeah.
So that means that hip hop,
Dr. Dre,
hip hop itself was built on mixing and scratching of other people's records, starting to beat from that. So that means that music itself, our culture, wasn't even built on an original sound. It was built on somebody else's sound. But that's a dope thing to me because you had it R&B, we made it rap. You had it country, we made it. So it's like it's all the same thing, bro. Like I think the reason why the youngsters resonate with me is because I never looked down on them like, in my generation, this is what we was doing, nigga, you know, because nothing is ever truly original. A lot of the game I got, I done come out the pussy with game. I got it from the G's. I got it from my mama. I got it from, you feel me? When it comes to movies, a lot of the movies, the scariest movie to me in my life when I was young was Night of the Living Dead, the black and white version. And then they returned to the Living Dead when they was eating brains. I was just as scared, right? You feel me? I'm saying? My point is that for whatever, I tell this to young niggas all the time, nothing is truly original. It's only original to you because you think it is. That's the only reason why. You feel me? But when you go back on this shit, I could always be an old nigga and go like, nigga, that ain't how you do it. But that shit don't work. That shit is stupid. You feel me? I'm saying? I could
Great
look at
point.
a young nigga that's remixing something today, and he be like, nigga, this. I'm like, bro, you know that's a Sade song from nigga 1997. Like, you feel me? You think it's original, bro? That melody, that interpolation,
That
when
bass
Blurred
line,
Lines
yep.
came out. The Marvin Gaye. Remember, Blurred Lines came out when Robin Thicke and them. They got sued by the Marvin Gaye estate for interpolation of a song. I couldn't even hear it until I identified it. Right, but
Bro,
the
you know
Marvin
that
Gaye
happened with what you call it too with the Thinking Out Loud song by Ed Sheeran. You
yeah,
feel me?
all that.
He stole
Yes.
Marvin Gaye's cadence on that song with the
Because-
way he was singing and the melodies he was using. They sued him just
Yes.
off the
And
cadence and the
Marvin
melodies he
Gaye's
was using.
Marvin Gaye's estate is undefeated. But my point is that even if we think it's original, when you old enough, you start saying, I heard that. What's that? You might even go,
Marvin is original though. I will say Marvin's original. That boy, whoo.
No, up top.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
even like the movie Sinners, shout out, dope for real. But even that, the vampire, the not being able to cross the threshold of the house, they had to invite him in. That's not original. That's not a unique tale of vampires. The way he told it was unique and dope as fuck because it was us.
It was a
had
music
our shit,
perspective
it
too.
was us.
Yeah, it had our
You
black
feel me?
music. Yeah, that's why I was more
Right.
so saying the originality
If you
of
look
that.
at From Dusk Till Dawn, if you remember from the original Dusk Till Dawn, you didn't even know that was a vampire movie until damn near the end.
Yep,
You feel me?
until they all in the club and shit.
Until they're all in the club, right? You feel me? So my point is that if you gon' steal or borrow or take, just make it unique. Like take that part, but put your spin on it. Same thing with music. If you're gonna take an old school beat, do that. I don't hate on nobody, to the scamming ass bitches, to anything, summer anthems, whatever. If you make it to where the algorithm loves it, I love it too. Because I could go here and be like, oh, that ain't dope. But obviously my opinion don't mean nothing. Sexy Red, shout out to her. I might not like the way she rap, but the bitch stay relevant with the ABC raps, and she puts shit out there. For people, I might not like it as an MC or whatever, but more power to you. To all my young niggas, whether you're a director, a producer, a songwriter, whatever, keep going. Because at the end of the day, it's you own it too. If you in it, the culture is ours. It's not mine. It's
And you know what? And you know what, Dub? You feel me? I love the way you and Schultz sum that up. I'm gonna piggyback off of you, Dub. I feel like this. You feel me? It's almost everything is remixed, like you said. Just like, for example, Schultz brought up The Color Purple. The Color Purple, what was the remix to that movie? Eve's Bayou. They just put a different spin on it with Eve's Bayou. It was still black love, drama in the household.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
They just put a spin on it with the aunt having the psychic powers to have the visions, to foresee the future, to see things before they happen. They just put the spin on it. You feel me? So I'm not going to say that originality is dead, because it's not, because in everybody's own way, we're still original. We're still doing it the way we want to do it. Right. I just feel like this is not necessarily originality. We all just in our own lane. You feel me?
Okay. So real quick, Reck, when you get old, what happens is when you was young, there was once upon a time an old nigga or old woman said, "What are you doing? That's bullshit. That ain't gonna work. Don't do that." And you was like, "Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?" That's how, but that's how rap came out. When rap first came out, that's not gonna last. What is this? That's not gonna do it. That's just a bunch of noise. You guys are ignorant. Now look, hip hop is the standard for media, commercials, and everything else, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is, right, you gotta always check yourself when you reach at a certain age and you start going, because you was once 18, 16, 22, and somebody looked at you and said, that shit is stupid, but you might have been an innovator.
No, hey, Dub, what you talking is real, because I remember when I used to dye the tips of my dreads, all kind of crazy colors, green, blue, pink, yellow, orange. That wasn't original. You feel me? It might have been original for the black culture to see a dude from the hood with crazy colors in his dress, but let's go back to Woodstock. Let's go back to the 60s. Hippies was already doing that. You feel me? So it wasn't original, you know what I'm saying? In that sense, I was just in my own lane because I wasn't scared to be the brother in the hood to step outside the box and do something that necessarily wasn't created for us to do, because we wasn't rocking crazy colors in our hairs. But the hippies, they been doing that. Right. That didn't stop. They been doing that.
Even further than that, Ronald Reagan was supposed to be the greatest president to like whatever politicians, but Ronald Reagan was the bane of us with the war on drugs and Reaganomics and all that shit. But look at Trump. Like I'm saying that history repeats itself over and over.
Right.
Oh, they gave us a little dose of Obama just to kind of appease us. Oh man, we included, but in reality, we still ain't included. Right? You feel me? I'm saying? So
Because how much did Obama get to really do for the people? You feel me?
Well,
He didn't even
you
get to
gotta
do what he
understand that.
wanted to do.
What could he do? What could
Yeah,
he do?
that's what
Because
I was
the
gonna say. He
blessing
could
is
draw up a million laws, but the House and the Senate still gotta pass it. So
because
even if you
all that
draw up
shit.
20 bills for the people, they still gotta pass them bills for the
Yeah,
people.
but understand that even in that realm, if you know what a figurehead is a person that looks like they have authority but really have none. That's what the
Man,
president
Kamala
is.
Harris.
Yeah,
Kamala
the
Harris.
people that make the people that really make the laws and the rules are not the person that's talking to you on camera.
Right.
Queen Elizabeth, yeah, Queen Elizabeth in England. It was the Prime Minister that run the show. You're definitely right. They try to say things like called checks and balances, where they have the Senate and you know the senators and whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, when it comes to our own politics, we only have so much power we can do because we don't have this thing called unity amongst us. It's too much division. If we have the unity amongst us, we could create our own policy amongst us. My thing when it comes to us, I don't expect my op to give me no handout. And when I mean op, I'm talking about the American public.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if anything, bro, if I need a loan, hypothetically, I'm texting y'all, can I borrow some money?
Right.
And then I'll pay y'all back this time. I don't expect myself to go to the bank or anything like that. Now, of course, we talked about credit. I understand how important that is. But for the most part, on your day-to-day business, I think we really need to just start relying on one another. We need to start getting back to the point where we start getting back into these trades, start networking amongst us, where it's okay. Young Miami has the song "Where All My Scamming Ass Niggas At." Man, stop glorifying that shit. Where are the plumbers at? Where are the HVAC at? Where are the construction workers at? Where are the mechanics at?
Where are
We need
my
to start getting.
hardworking black men?
Come on,
You
we're
feel me?
exactly. We're the man with the cal, like things like that. Where if Reckless, you were to call me, be like, "Hey, show, do you know anybody who can fix a roof?" Oh yeah, bro, I got a homie named Buddy Love. Buddy Love does roofing all the time. Matter of fact, I'm about to call him right now on 3-way so you can boom, boom, boom. We need more of that so we can start keeping the money in our community. What we do is once we start getting money or we need help, we're asking everybody else. We go outside of our own for help. We need to start being the help with amongst us, and we need to start glorifying the 9-to-5s, the people who don't get noticed as heroes. We always want to glorify the people who got the money real quick or a large amount of money at a certain amount of time and thinking, okay, that's power. He gets all the respect. Where consistent money or consistent work is really the goal you want to have.
Right. And just make sure that we don't knock down. I noticed this a lot about amongst men. And if it ain't men will knock down a bitch for saying everything that men been saying every day in music. Niggas, misogynistic, niggas talk all shit all day about everything. And then a woman does it and then she sing without as being, let's not glorify that. But in rap, every day niggas is fucking over bitches, saying fuck you, about the ops. Almost all rap now is about the ops. Killing the nigga, doing this, doing that, doing that. So it's at the end of the day, let's not just single out a woman because she made a hit. Talking about where my scamming ass niggas.
No. Yeah, I was just using that one point. I was just using that one part. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm starting to age out of rap now, where I think I don't fit the demographic. Like real part. Like now, certain artists, like when Jay-Z did the little show at the Roots. Oh, of course I'm gonna tune in that because that's what I grew up on. Certain
I don't respect
artists,
that though. Now, real quick, I don't respect it because Jay-Z, supposed to be a bud at you to go. You a billionaire. You shouldn't even respond it. Just to me.
Hey, I feel you on that, though, because I feel the same way. A king don't come down to the presence. You feel me? A king don't step off the throne for peasants.
I feel like he let the internet influence him. And as an OG, remember, Reck, remember when bruh was in the comments talking to me? He was like, bruh, I was like, I ain't even going to respond to that. I'm going to just calmly unfollow. You know what I'm saying? I'm above that shit. I'm not going to argue with you on the internet. And if I'm going to kill you, I'm not going to announce it here.
Can I say this? While we glorify Jay-Z as if he's something bigger than everybody else, that nigga, what's the popular thing to do right now? Is hate on Drake. And all he did was follow the wave. He hated on Drake because it's the easier thing to do.
That. He's already the GOAT.
He's still a man. No, just because he's the GOAT of rap doesn't.
God don't come to earth and address every time he's been blasphemed. I'm just saying, you're the GOAT. You're supposed to be the greatest of all time. Kind of like Jordan, like I'm saying, in the sense of you certain things. I'm not saying Drake is not elevated in the sense of whatever GOATism is in the music, where people elevate him, right? I feel like you in the comments like everybody else. It made you regular to me.
Jay-Z's still human. He still have human emotions. We talk about the GOAT. Jordan is like the GOAT of basketball. Jordan changed his number from 23 to 45. When they say, oh, Jordan ain't the same, he switched his number back to 23.
Jordan just said he's not going to allow them Nike to make a rainbow shoe. He's not going to allow it. He said he was several times with Nike because he's not rocking for nobody calls. To me, that's GOAT shit. Nigga, fuck what y'all on. Nigga, my relevancy is already stated. I have the best-selling shoe of all time. I'm already a billionaire. I don't want to represent the homosexual community.
And I can respect that.
Shit. That's GOAT shit. That's GOAT shit.
I can respect that. I'm just more so with the Jay-Z and Drake thing is Drake is trying to make it seem like he's bigger than hip hop or he is the face of hip hop. And I think Jay-Z had to just humbly remind that little nigga, like, nah, nigga, before you ever think, you know what I'm saying, you the king of hip hop or whatever the case may be in your head, nigga, it's still people like me out. And I think that was just a light humble.
We gotta come back on this. We gonna end it. We gotta come back. But I'm gonna tell you this before we go. You're wrong. Jay-Z shouldn't listen. Jay-Z shouldn't address it. Not only that shit wasn't dope. I mean, to me, he said some lines, acapella with the fro, where your dreads went. Oh, that shit was weird to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I respect it.
Shout out to the Roots. I love you. I know you don't really fuck with Drake, so I feel that. But to me, as a GOAT, I'm not addressing you. You talking about what? I ain't nigga what? I'm not even doing that. I'd rather get some other rappers to address you. Not only that, you almost made Drake's words more relevant because you addressed it. This shit cut off.
Oh.
I think he accidentally hit the button. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he probably accidentally hit the button. You already know. You feel me?
Bro, you already know, but
it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I see. We
20. Yeah, episode 20. Episode 20. Reck.
Hey, episode 20, bro. We was cooking,
episode
bro.
20. Episode
you
20.
Feel me? Straight cooking, bro. This was a dope episode, and this was the longest episode we done ran. 220. This is the longest episode we done had, man. I know Show ain't on screen, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Go and follow Show. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram. You feel me? Oh, he came back. Show like, no, y'all ain't getting rid of me like that.
Episode 20, bro. Episode 20, bro. We celebrate episode 20 because the shit you was about to say about Jay-Z was irrelevant. I was fucking with you. Look.
No, it's all good. No, it was all love, man. I appreciate. Listen, hey, invite me back to the barbecue, man. Tell me what I need to bring to. Hey, tell me something I need to bring to the table, man. You know I got you. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna leave this motherfucker empty-handed. I'm gonna bring something to the party next time.
I followed you on like 5 pages. Free but not free. Global Mafia Capo. Anything global was me. Free but not free. And we got Motion and Frequency 99 because we got a whole network of shit going on. Your page is private, but I requested it.
Okay.
Please let me in so I can be in your business. And I got other shows too. Anytime I'm trying to invite, we could, however you want to rock, whatever you want to do.
Hey, Dub, I was gonna say, man, throw them the alley oop to the We Got Motion. You feel me? Have them over there. We Got Motion.
I got a whole nother show. Whenever you want to pop up, if you got time,
let me know, bro. Over there. Just listen, let me know, bro. I'll be more than willing to bless y'all with my presence and vice versa, bro. I appreciate this, man. This is a great time. I enjoy myself, man, on the Sunday cookout. Hopefully, y'all bring me back for another helping, man.
Episode 20. Episode 20.
You feel me?
We love you, bro. We appreciate it.
Man, love you. Appreciate that.
Hey, sooner rather than later. And Buccaneers will have more wins than the Raiders since you want to go irrelevant. I'm gone, fam. Hey, Raiders, thank y'all, man. Can't wait to repost, like, and subscribe. Hype everybody up, man. Thank y'all.
Hey, man, before you jump out the building, let everybody know where they can find you from and where they can follow you at, bro.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure, man. Show 5200, man, on Instagram, YouTube. I'm on a Viral Way podcast. You can check me out there. Facebook as well, Elroy Jones. All that, bro. Just pop me at Elroy Jones or Show 5200. Like and subscribe, man. I'll be there. I'll support anything, man. Tap in. And blessings and love and peace, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I really do, man. Y'all made my Sunday.
Yeah, man. You already know, man. It's all love. All love is always. Dub, I'm gonna let you take us home today. You all stand on the milestone episode. You take us home, bro.
Episode 20, man. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We made it. Me and Reck have been through some shit behind the scenes in front of the camera that y'all don't know about. Go get the business hand all the way straight. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Episode Dub. I'm from the Dubs. My name is P Dub. You know what I'm saying? My niggas in the 20s in Long Beach. My nigga Reckless, man. We love all of y'all, man. Appreciate you tapping in, turning up with us. It's a Sunday cookout, man, with Dub and Reck, man. Shout out.
Man, all love is always, and we gone, bruh.